With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and chill. His dreams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if factory fun is trials can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He's nearly over it and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil's light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, 20th of December 2022, Tuesday, 20th of December. That means it's Phil's last day until he has his beloved day off, where he apparently doesn't get any time to relax whatsoever because he's always busy doing chores, like fucking always going to the fucking vet and all that shit, and always going to doctor's appointments and all this jazz. Phil would love to have you pretend that he has no fucking free time whatsoever ever at all in history of fucking life apart from Christmas Day and that's it. Of course, this is some kind of tactic to use in his goddamn dentheads so they feel sorry for him and give him money. And speaking of fucking, people getting money, I have to shout out the first contribution I did right before I started the podcast, DDog1968. I'll play the animation again in case folk missed it because it happened during the intro. So, reanimation just in case folk missed it.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Yeah, D-Dog1968, 64 nerd, formerly Lord D-Dog, but sadly not a lord anymore. Very generous, 150 Australian dollars contributed, and the message was to put towards the mods and office Christmas party. The water's on me, lads. I might even fucking shell out for ice cubes. But there you go, there you fucking go. That's an incredibly generous contribution from D-Dog. I mean, it's one of those things where I still feel very weird receiving like large amounts, like anything like above like 10 bucks this way. But I feel weird. It feels nice, but it feels weird as well. But it's one of those things where I'm very grateful. I'm very appreciative of it. You know what I mean? So thank you very much, D-Dog, for that extremely generous contribution. And yeah, if we get a full house bingo for sure, you certainly helped. So I'll say some money can go towards obviously giving it back, because I'm always desperate these days, especially this time, to get a full house. And we might actually, on that vein, profits like what are we supposed to get paid? No, not really. Nah, nobody gets paid here. Oh, it's just a case of fuck it. Well, you guys can hopefully get paid. Here's what I'm trying to allude to here. Here's what I'm trying to get at. Look at the top of the screen. I added a burps counter. I'm trying to think how many burps could constitute a free space. You get what I'm saying? Like, how many burps can we get for a free space? It doesn't actually do a huge amount, but we've got a burps counter as well. People have been asking for a burps counter, so I finally added it to the top of the wee counter, Although I might need a hand keeping track of all the goddamn burps, because it's hard enough trying to keep track of everything in a bingo card, as well as all the snorts, and then the burps on top of that. Today's a test run. Okay, that's an idea. We'll do today's a wee test run for all the burpage. Right. Okay, first things first, we are running a wee bit late, I'll try to get set up in that fucking burps counter part of the fucking reason, but let's just get the bingo card set up. Let's see what bingo card we are going to go with today. Why are people spamming fucking numbers in chat? Oh, okay, they're spamming numbers because of the burps counter. Okay, number 4, okay, sorry. I thought people were trying to guess a fucking bingo number early before fucking me asked it. No, today will be a test run. Today will be a test run to see how many fucking burps we get. We'll just do that as a test run. Greg likes suggestion as a test run. I like it. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to use for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, And it looks like we're going to land on Dead Air. Oh, Dead Air, you say? Dead Air. Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, I've got all things ready, set to go. So, Dead Air. I need a number between 1 and 225. The very first number I see in chat between 1 and 225, which contains the number 2, will be the card I pick for today's bingo. It has to contain 112. Gregory Lake was the first number in chat I saw, which contained a number 2 because he said 112. The 112th bingo card will be what we use that contains Dead Air for today's game of bingo. I know it's random as hell, I do it like this, but I think it's the fairest way to make it random because I generate 1,000 bingo cards. So this is the fairest way to make it as random as possible. It's like 115 different possibilities to be on this 25, entry card. Well, 24 technically because the free space is snot in the middle. So this is the best way I can think of. 112. We're going into 112. The 112 bingo card is the one on the right hand side here, and we've got absolutely unique people saying the annoying T sound and the creepy whisper. Then him doing a leaning ban, him doing siege mode, which is where he fucking folds his arms and talks to you. No exaggeration, by the way, and in fact. And him doing clown mode, which is basically fucking every single second he's on fucking camera. Wow. Him starting Dead Air, and him getting the good old lip smack. I got him saying update, monetize you. That's a brand new one. I don't know, I can't remember who fucking suggested it. Somebody suggested it yesterday. Monetize you. He's always going on at the very end of streams. He's like, I'm not going to run an ad. I'm not going to monetize you. And he says it a lot at the end of these fucking podcasts. So it's one of those things. Right before recording for gameplay, if he's going for a piss break, he'll talk about not monetizing his audience, which I think is a good one. So there we go. Hateful Slurs, Chill, and there you go. And the final row is you guys, example, interesting, addition, and tears. I think it's a decent card. We've had better cards, yes, but sometimes we've had really strong cards that we think is a shoo-in, and in the end it doesn't happen. So it's one of those things where it's hard to really gauge. Everything on this bingo card is something you can see Phil doing and saying easily enough. It's just some are more common than others, and sometimes it's hard to predict how common Phil is going to be. That's the beauty of bingo, I guess. That's just bingo summed up in a nutshell, it's one of those things. But let's see. I'll just save the card very quickly. Oh, there's a great wee tune right there. That Italian wife, that Italian creature. Cannot believe you fucking refer to fucking cat as a goddamn creature. What in the absolute fuck was that about? That blows my fucking mind. The card has been saved, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking hooray for that. There's someone in Phil's chat called 1 Minute Sam. What's been talked about? I personally can't wait until Gears of War is over. God of War, sorry. The streams, because somebody just fucking typed it as GOW, so I just automatically assume Gears of War. Until God of War is over, the streams aren't engaging, chat is dead, and for whatever reason the game isn't watchable, which is strange because the game itself is brilliant. And Phil's response, any hype for the game was completely killed when every single content creator rushed to beat the game in 3 days from release. It's pretty sad how things are today. Basically, it's everyone else's fault. Phil was blaming absolutely every single other content creator for playing the game as fast as possible for their own audiences and trying to make their audiences entertained. How dare they fucking play the game as fast and as possible for their audience who are hungry for more. Nah. Phil's like, nah, you gotta give them 2-3 hours of fucking time and not every single fucking day either. You gotta fucking stall that shit out, and you can't fucking spoil your audience by giving them what they fucking want immediately. No, you gotta drag that shit out so fucking long. Dumbass Phil as usual. Right, so we've got a card ready for today. Let me just bring it up on screen. As I said, I think it's a very strong, well, we've had stronger cards as I've said before, but I still maintain that it could happen. Everything on that card is a distinct possibility. Oh, come on, Microsoft Paint is fucking playing Cyber's way. Come on. Open you bastard. Now we fucking go, hang on. There we go, there's the card right fucking there, hooray for that. Fan-dabby fucking dozy for that. Good stuff indeed. So what's Phil saying in chat now? The issue with God of War is how long the game is, and everyone spoils the fuck out of it apparently. That's the issue with God of War according to Phil. It's impossible to keep hype going, says Phil. I mean, you could have fucking played it faster than you did. Well, there's just one simple solution there. You could have actually played the fucking game faster than you chose to play it. You're the one that's like, I'm a fucking variety streamer, so I'm going to fucking drag the shit out of this shit and fucking get our games played. It's your own bloody fault, pal. Bloody hell. This is so annoying, my computer is definitely playing Cyberbuggers with me today. Why won't you work properly? And of course Phil's going live right now and fucking Microsoft Paint is still being a fucking dick to me. Phil's live right now. Well, you're going live right now, his wee dumbass intro's fucking playing. Guys, you all know the drill. Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. I don't try and miss things on the card, it just happens sometimes because I am a stupid bastard, you know, it's just how it is. And yeah, if we get 25 out of 25 green squares, one of you guys can win a prize in the bingo. And yeah, I mean, keep a lookout for snorts and burps and everything else, fingers crossed, and hopefully we get a win. Hopefully I can give you guys a wee prize. So, good luck guys, here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Happy holidays and welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1. And also welcome to the Winter Wonderland that is Washington State right now, because currently we actually are having a ridiculous amount of heavy snow outside, actually. Hold on, I'm trying to find... Remember that? Yeah. I totally forgot to use the Level 1 podcast logo this entire month. No exaggeration. I forgot because when I transitioned over to the Christmas template, it just slipped my mind and I didn't use it all month. 3 weeks. Oops. I like it. I like the little watermark there, but I got to remember to use it, right? Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. And yes, so if you've been following the Level 1 podcast this week, I told you guys my schedule. And I told you that tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st of December, is supposed to be my day off for the week, where I'm going to be doing my final errands to prepare for the Christmas events, to prepare for my Christmas day off, buying all the food and everything that my wife and I are going to cook together and all of that. But then we got news that there was supposed to be snow. And I wish I was exaggerating. I'm not. Our weather people are so imprecise with their predictions. They told us that they were predicting 1 to 7 inches of snow here where I live. 1 to 7. Now you might say, seems like a wide range. 1 and 7 are 6 numbers apart. And if you're measuring 6 inches, that's about this much. You know, you're talking, you could be this where you can, it's nothing, it melts within an hour. Or this where it could take days to clear, right? Yeah, it's pretty stupid that this is the kind of predictions that...
Am I crazy, or that seemed bigger than 6 to 7 inches that Phil was holding up to demonstrate size? Well, that was the size of his head, and Phil's head is oddly shaped. I don't know. I think it's alright, weather forecasters can only work with the fucking equipment they've got. They're not fucking clairvoyant, they're fucking working with the equipment that's available to them at the time that tells them what the weather is, and also the further away you get from the fucking present time, the harder it is to actually accurately predict the weather. The weather can easily change at a moment's notice. It can decide to do something different to weather, you know, fucking cold, some, you know, those fucking kind of cold fronts you get sometimes, you know, sometimes the wind will just blow a different fucking direction and just suddenly change course. How many times you get fucking hurricane warnings in fucking America, and sometimes it's like, okay, actually, it's not going to be as bad as first feared because it decided to change course, you know, we're prepared for shit, you know what I mean, but it changed course at the last second, so... It's just bizarre to me. It's fucking bizarre if Phil has a go at fucking people predicting the weather. I'd love to see Phil try and do it. Phil, you fucking try and predict the goddamn weather more accurately than these fucking experts do. Yeah, you fucking fair.
that we get. And so I told you guys yesterday, I said, hey, depending on what happens with the weather, I may have Wednesday off. I may not. I may have to flip the schedule. Be here on Wednesday, all right, because it's too much snow outside to do much. And then Thursday would be my day off instead. So I wish I could tell you this morning exactly what's going to happen. Here's what happened. Overnight, we were supposed to have snow. We had nothing whatsoever. Nothing. Maybe a light drizzle of rain. Nothing. I woke up this morning. It was pouring rain outside, like torrential downpour level of rain. I was like, holy shit. It woke everyone up. It woke Jasper up. Jasper's afraid of heavy rain. So he woke up. He's like, and he runs under the bed. He was snuggling us in bed. Oh, jumps and runs under the bed and alerts us. So we're like, gee, sure doesn't sound like there's snow outside. So we get up and, you know, we're doing our usual morning rotation, or routine, I should say. And we head downstairs and we're having breakfast.
Fucking shout out to that morning rotation. Hey, let's go round in a circle, honey. Aye, alright. Come on, you silly fucking creature of mine. Let's go round in a fucking circle and rotate around the fucking bedroom. Fuck off, Phil.
Breakfast and all of that. Now, usually in the mornings, if we have them, if we have like some peanuts, we'll put some peanuts out in a little bowl. And we have all kinds of woodland creatures that come by. We have little birds, there's little squirrels, and they come by and usually grab some peanuts over the course of the day, which is really nice to have little, you know, woodland creatures in the backyard. It was pouring rain so hard, we were like, we can't do that. That bowl's gonna float away, you know? So we didn't even do it this morning. And so as we're eating our breakfast and everything, I end up just kind of looking out the back in the middle of me eating my bagel, and all of a sudden, heavy ass snow starts coming down. Now, it was just pouring rain 5 minutes before. It's like heavy, heavy snow coming down. Like, whoa. Like, it's white out there. You can't even see. And within probably 10, 15 minutes, we went from nothing to roughly about half of an inch of accumulation on the ground. Okay? Now, I look at the weather. No one knows anything. You ask any weather person out here, they don't know nothing. They don't even want to say anything. Oh, yeah, we might get this. We might get... All right, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. You don't know anything, all right? So, I'm looking at it right now. It's still snowing. It kind of looks like a flurry, but it is sticking a little bit. So, I guess it really depends on what happens over the course of the day and how long it actually snows. If it only snows for an hour or two, then this is going to be gone by tomorrow, in which case the schedule will remain the same. But if it snows all day like this, and we actually end up getting like 7, 8 inches like they were saying we might get on the high end. Just to give you guys some perspective, where I live in Washington, they don't have any real means to clean up snow. Okay? Are there trucks? Yes. Minimal trucks that go out and they hit the major roads only. Alright? They don't hit any side roads whatsoever. They usually don't even put down sand or salt. They're just pushing snow if they can. There's just not that much preparation out here because we usually don't get that much snow. So they don't budget for it. Okay? Where I live in my private community, we don't have anything. No snow plows or anything. And that's because if we had it, it would be such an added expense. We'd have to pay for it out of pocket to have it. So everyone just, you know, they shovels their own driveway. And if there is significant accumulation, we just drive through it and deal with it till it melts. Okay? So it really is kind of a what-if scenario because we don't know, and I can't trust the weather people out here. They're literally always wrong. They were wrong in the summer when they said it was going to be overly hot or not overly hot. They're wrong in the winter when they say it's going to snow or it's not going to snow. So I'm just going to play it by ear and see what happens today. I'm not going to stress about it, all right? For now, we're going to leave the schedule as is, and we're going to say tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st of December, will still be my day off. And if circumstances don't allow for that because there's so much snow coming down today that it's not really feasible to move around tomorrow, then we'll just switch it over. You know, tomorrow I'll be here, and we'll talk about this in a moment because we'll go through the schedule, and we'll probably do, you know, another session of High on Life and Warzone, and then Thursday will be my day off when the snow will have been cleared up a little bit more. Sorry, I struck the microphone with vicious intent there. So there you go. All right? So, a little weird. It's nice, actually. Like, I like the winter. When I don't have to drive in it, I like the winter. That's the thing. If this was like the middle of the week and I didn't have my day off tomorrow, I really could care less if it snowed. I like the beauty of snow coming down, and especially out here because it doesn't usually debilitate everyone out here from doing much because we don't get that much. It's nice to just look at it. It's perfect weather for streaming. Like, I got the window cracked open. It's cool in here. The lighting is good today. You can see the light. The camera's not effing up because it's all consistently lit outside. This is nice. Except I have to possibly drive in it tomorrow, which would suck if it's not cleaned up, you see. So let's see what happens, all right? So, welcome everyone. Happy holidays. First of all, as you can see, now I'm in full festive mode. This is it. This is the final countdown. Today's the 20th of December. We have so few days between now and Christmas. I'm very, very holly jolly and festive right now. Seriously, like, I just cannot wait for all the special stuff we're doing together this weekend. And then, of course, for my whole day off with my family on Sunday. This is it. This is exciting. This is very, 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 very cool. All right? And I hope that you guys are having a good time with you and yours, whatever it is you're doing this week to prepare for Christmas. I hope that you're also having a good week. I know many people don't have school or work this week, or they take off from work to have holiday stuff going on. Well, I'll just say this. I really, really hope you don't have to do Christmas shopping. If you have to go out and buy Christmas presents and stuff, oh, man, you should have done that earlier. Just order. I would say order online, but it ain't coming for Christmas. Just tell your family. Just listen, here's what you should do. All right? I'm serious. If you don't have any Christmas presents for anyone, you goofed. All right? Tell your family now. Contact your family member. Say, listen, I'm an asshole. I'm a mess up. You know, I'm a screw up. I didn't get anyone presents because I'm dumb. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order you all good presents online. And when they actually get delivered, I am going to give them to you. But they're not going to be here for Christmas. But I would rather do this and get you something good than rush out to a store like an idiot, get you something terrible that you're just going to return anyway. That's what I would do. Just admit it. Just admit your faults. Listen, we're all human, right? We're all flawed. We're not all perfect. We don't all have perfect amount of time and planning, especially this time of year. It can be very, very stressful. If you've got relatives, if you've got friends and family members that are coming from all over the place, or you're traveling to them, and your job is also hankering you down because you're trying to finish up your work for the week before you have your Christmas time off, but now it's like slamming you against the wall to get stuff done, and then your kids need stuff done. You're like, well, how am I supposed to do stuff with my kids if I have to do this with my work? And also, what about money? I don't have any money right now, but people want me to buy a big meal for my family, and I got to get all these presents, and what am I supposed to do?
I think the answer is tip dark side Phil. I think that's where he's leading with this. I think he's going to try and say what I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, all those fucking struggles you've got in life, you give Phil money, apparently you'll feel all better. At least that's generally what Phil tells us, you know, because he needs that money more than you do.
Do you see how this time of year can get really stressful? I hear you. All right? Just admit it to everyone. Say, listen, I goofed. Because so many people these days, they will rush out and just waste money and time. And let's be honest, safety. Because there's a lot of idiots who are going to be out there right now who are so stressed out, acting like fools, trying to buy stuff last minute, and it's just going to be junk anyway. You know, it's just not going to be what anyone wants. There's no sales that are any good out there right now, just being honest. They were all around Black Friday. They're done. You're going to go out there, oh, sale, big sale. It's the same sale they have every month. They just said it was a Christmas sale because you're gullible. You know, I still remember when I worked at Circus City, the sales they used to have, oh, Christmas sale, markdown. It's the same price it was the week before. The tag just says the regular price was higher than it really was. It lied. You know, it was ridiculous, deceptive practices.
Might be wrong, but I think that's illegal these days. I'm not sure. I might be a bit wrong about that, but I think that's kind of illegal to do these days. At least in the UK, I think it is anyway. I might be a bit wrong about that. But yeah, what Phil is describing there, I think, might be an illegal practice. Greg Alex says it's been illegal for a long time. Not according to Phil. Phil claims it wasn't illegal when he was working, so you calling Phil a liar? I guess you are, and Phil does lie a lot, to be fair. Yeah, but there you go. Fucking Circus City. Yeah, Jason. Circus City, exactly. Fuck me, man. I think this is a good start to the card, by the way. I think it's a good start. So he's been an INT sound, you know, and he's been very hateful towards weather people and people in general, you know, and people that don't fucking shop in time. So hateful swords, yeah, clown mode, where he's fucking imitating what fucking weather people are saying. I'm just ticking around for today. Fuck it, you know, everything gets ticked today. We're winning today. Come hell or high water, I think we're going to fucking win today. So yeah. If you feel good about winning bingo, then yeah, you're probably going to fucking win bingo, unless something absolutely strange fucking happens, which somehow denies us. But any slight fucking thing that he seems to hint at on his card, I'm going to fucking tick. 'Tis the fucking season for me to get a full house and get back to you guys.
So don't fall for that, all right? And, you know, be safe, all right, during this holiday week. So for me, I'm in full festive mode. I got festive stuff on, right? Have yourself a happy little Christmas, Mr. Bob Ross. I'm so in full gear for the Christmas events coming up this weekend. I'm so excited. And, of course, what I'm really happy about is that all the stressful stuff that we've been doing is kind of over with. It's like more chill stuff now for the rest of the week. You guys voted on what you wanted to see on today's streams. And, you know, we have the results of that poll. And we're going to talk about that right now. I'm excited to announce that is Pokemon Scarlet. That will be this first.
Now that, of course, is a sensible decision that Phil should never have fucking put this to a fucking vote. The fact that it was actually fucking up to the audience to decide what was a fucking daytime stream. And he almost fucking ended up playing God of War. The game that notoriously does fucking terrible for him on the fucking day streams. But by the way, let's... Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for Super Chat. It says, sorry kids, I goofed and spent $6 on daddy's mobile game instead of buying presents. Now tip me. That's pretty fucking accurate. Thank you very much, Black Mage, for that. Yeah, I mean, it's just Phil's fucking take on other people being idiots and not fucking buying presents and things. Let's actually take a fucking second to think of who Phil's going to fucking buy, presents for in his pathetic, miserable fucking life. Cat is essentially it. He might fucking send his parents a fucking text at fucking Christmas Eve saying Merry Christmas, and fucking, pretend to his fucking mother he's going to get a fucking job or some pish. Who fucking knows? That's fuck all. Somebody actually asked him there fucking, last week what he got his mother and father for Christmas, and he aggressively attacked that person. Like, don't ask personal. I think it was Daki. I think it was Daki that asked, and it wasn't asked in a fucking bad way. I think Daki's kind of one of these kind of very good guys who can ask Phil things without crossing the line. And Daki was just asking, what did he get his parents for Christmas, and Phil was quite aggressive with him. Say, it's none of your fucking business what I got my fucking parents for. So what the fuck? Calm down, Phil. Jesus Christ. Phil had a very bad stream yesterday. High in Life only got $52 in the day stream. Call of Duty Modern Warfare only got... he recorded it as like 49, I think. I don't... Well, I think... I don't even think he wore glasses. I don't think he actually hit the glasses goal. Even though it says $50 in there. I think $50 was the actual amount of tips he got. But either way, Phil only got $102 yesterday from the whole entire day's worth of streaming. Now, the good news for Phil is that tomorrow is his payday. He gets paid tomorrow by YouTube. What is he getting paid? Well, thanks to this lovely tracker, we can tell it's going to be $4,547. No, wait, that's a lie, sorry. That's the tips. Purple's tips, I forgot. Red. The red is a YouTube payment. Phil is getting a YouTube payment of $3,803 tomorrow, to last him technically for a month. Now that's a lot shorter than the $5,596 he got the previous month. I think we can all agree on that. Also interesting to note that Phil's performance on YouTube this month has been quite bad. His super chats have been quite poor. Super chats for this month, so the last week or so anyway, for Phil has been dire. So his YouTube's payment right now, also it's a combination of memberships and super chats, right now stands at $2,245, and we've got 10 days to go in a month. So yeah, unless Phil does get that prominent whale to gift a huge amount of memberships, as well as perhaps give a couple of good super chats, Phil is not going to give a great payment next month either for YouTube. But this payment, I'm saying, so all the tips that Phil's had in, end of November, for the last 10 days of November, plus all December so far, he is getting this money tomorrow, $3,803 into his bank account tomorrow. And because it's so much shorter than this, Phil will absolutely fucking bring it up and say, oh, my YouTube payment wasn't as good this month because memberships were expiring. He is really going to fucking make the absolute most of this and tell his audience that even though he just got paid, he was not paid a big amount. Sifu Magoo says, heard of a Chrome edition called vidIQ. It shows all sorts of stats on YouTube like views per hour. I have heard of it before, and I think I tried to use it ages ago, even before I done YouTube stuff, but to me I found it a bit fiddly. I just bailed from it. But I have definitely heard of it, yeah.
It complements the flavor perfectly.
Anyway, let's get back to Bingo.
For stream by such a small margin. It was 2%. 2% of the vote, and it was about 1,000 people who voted.
Holy shit! He nearly played God of War, but in 2% kept it. Jesus fucking Christ, man. 2% of fucking... that would have been funny. Imagine if Phil stopped playing God of War on a day stream instead. That would have been fucking good salt.
No, so you're talking maybe 20 people actually determined this vote. It could have went either way. It could have went to God of War Ragnarok, but you guys voted for Pokemon Scarlet. Now, it's funny, because I would like to talk a little bit about God of War Ragnarok this morning, alright? And at this point, it's time to address it. This playthrough has been going on forever. And you got to wonder why. All right? We've got to finish God of War Ragnarok in order for me to do my year-end series. But it seems like every time there's an opportunity to choose between God of War Ragnarok and another game, you guys always choose the other game. Right? And it's funny because some people are even saying, man, the God of War Ragnarok playthrough just seems boring. I don't understand it. All right, I'm just going to explain it to you how it is. Because you know me, I'm Mr. Honesty, not sugarcoating anything.
Now you're fucking Mr. Bullshit ass, let's be honest here. Black Curtain's asking him, is he down again in members? He is down again in members. Let's see where he was at yesterday, right? So let's just take a wee detour to Phil's channel and look at his most recent video to see what his last recorded number of members was. This is playing Warzone. This will be part 12. So let's just get straight to the fucking end of this. 496. So he lost 5 members overnight from 496 to 491. And if we keep an eye on this, actually, if we go to the daily summary, that correlates with this, yeah. There you go. These expired. This number right here expired. So there you go. That is the kind of last big drop in members Phil is going to experience until Christmas Day. He's going to lose, like, one or so here and there, like, he's losing one today at some fucking point. But then it's Christmas. Christmas will be the next big drop for him. So there'll be no more real significant drops in memberships between now and Christmas, essentially. But right now, Phil has gone back down to 491, and he will definitely, without a shadow of any doubt whatsoever in my mind, bring it up.
Right, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on with God of War Ragnarok and why that playthrough just hasn't done that well.
I'm telling you, he's going to fucking blame our content creators for playing it early. He is going to put the blame of his fucking playthrough of God of War not doing that fucking well entirely on other content creators. He fucking alluded to it in chat earlier on before the fucking stream.
Because I have the answers. And I know you're not going to like them. But I got to tell you the answers honestly because, people are asking. I don't understand. If this game is like Game of the Year potential, most people love this game. They say it's even better than God of War 2018. Why is the playthrough still going? Why isn't it finished? Why don't people want to see it? Why don't people vote for it? Why, what's going on with this playthrough? Why is it so lowly attended? And I'll tell you. I have answers for you, okay? You ready for this? First of all, allow me to catch you guys up on the God of War Ragnarok playthrough. I'm currently 46 parts in, okay? Each part is roughly an hour. There's a couple parts there that I think are actually longer than an hour because of boss fights. There may be 1 or 2 parts that are shorter because of a glitch or something with my recording. Usually, typically in a long playthrough, that happens, okay? So, God of War Ragnarok, if you remember, was released in early November, okay? When God of War Ragnarok was released, there were already spoilers all over the internet for the game. The entire plot had already been spoiled everywhere. Everyone who wanted to know what the game was already knew because the spoilers were insane. They idiotically sent out early copies again, which I always tell you guys they should never do anymore. There's a difference between the 1990s and the 2000s game media and the modern game media. Back then, it was a necessary evil. You had to send out early copies so they could play through the game and do reviews before those games hit the internet. Today, we don't need that anymore. Today, we literally have instant broadcasting of the game raw and live the moment it releases. Everyone can judge for themselves if it's a good game or not. We don't need some big talking media head to tell us. We have enough independent content creators out there that we can make the judgment for ourselves, or you could let them tell you what's going on release day. There's no reason whatsoever to be sending out copies of these games 1 to 2 weeks early, and then the entire plot of the game is spoiled on the internet before the game ever even sells. Okay? It's just insanely bad, outdated, stupid, old school business marketing mindset that is screwing over the modern gaming landscape. It is. This whole idea that you have to get early press copies out is so outdated and stupid. If the entire games industry just right now put down their foot and said no more, because there's been too many spoilers, too many instances of leaks, and too many instances of people, stealing, ripping, illegally sharing games and plots to the games, to the point where we feel it's hurting our game, we're not doing it anymore. Literally no one No one is doing it anymore. As an industry, we got together overnight and we decided no more early copies because you can't be trusted. Therefore, every game will come out on release day. Everyone plays it at the same time. That includes the journalists. That includes big content creators who get the...
How do you fucking build up hype for a game then? Like, how are you supposed to fucking market a game and try and get hype for a game to say, hey, this game's actually fucking good? Because if all you've got to fucking go on is the people that made the fucking game, of course they're going to fucking say it's a great fucking game because they're the ones that fucking made it. You know, they're the ones that fucking were like, you know, we made this fucking game. We think you guys would like it. Please buy our fucking game. I was like, oh, is there any independent sources to verify it's a good game? Well, no, we're not allowed to fucking give you games anymore. We're not allowed to fucking do that. Phil Burnell decided that we all must fucking come together and make it so nobody ever gets to fucking review games before release day now. So how's anyone meant to fucking know if a game's worth buying or not? Wait, you got to wait until the content creators buy the game first. I was like, wait, what if I want to get this game straight away but I don't know if it's any good or not? So I was like, no, you got to still wait for the content creators to buy the game first. At the same time as everyone else can buy the game. Phil was just basically a fucking salty wee bitch because nobody's fucking bothering their arse to watch his fucking playthrough. His seemingly meaningful, fucking robust, authentic and true Italian, genuine playthrough of God of War. And he's blaming other content creators because they fucking blitzed through the game, played it at a reasonable fucking time, completed a fucking playthrough ages ago, while Phil's fucking dragging out the fucking shit as long as humanly fucking possible.
The game for free and get paid to play and promote the game. That also includes normal people like you and me who have to buy the games outright and play them for ourselves. If we all got these games on day one...
Bitch, please, you don't fucking buy half the fucking games you get anymore, man. Most of the fucking games these days are fucking donated to you. People fucking give you fucking credits for the fucking game and all that shit. Don't you fucking dare compare yourself to fucking other gamers. You show me your fucking audience who get fucking games gifted to them as well because they're fucking, you know, no, they have to fucking buy their own fucking games. You know, your own fucking dent heads, you know, your fucking audience buy their own fucking games. In fact, one person might not have to buy their own games, at least not all of them, is Super Blind Man. Because he does some work behind the scenes apparently to make sure for, you know, blind people like accessibility and all that shit, you know. He potentially is somebody who's privy to these early access kind of things as well that you're shitting on and deriding. So yeah, have a go at Super Blind Man for getting some games early, Phil. Go on, I fucking dare you. I double dare you.
There would be no spoilers. And therefore, you'd have a feeling of hype. Oh my god, everyone is experiencing...
Wrong! No, you'd have a feeling of confusion. What's the fucking point getting excited about something you have no fucking idea if it's going to be good or not? How in the fuck are you supposed to get fucking... Oh, we know the name of the game. Okay, what else do you know? That's about it. We know who made the game. Okay. Unless they're a fucking well-established fucking gaming company that have had great track record in the fucking past to go on as some sort of a reliable metric. I felt... It's like, how would you fucking build hype then? What about some brand new fucking, you know, up-and-coming, you know, some indie title game? They can't build hype because they're not allowed to fucking send review copies out. How the fuck are they going to get the word out? Oh, please play our game. It's a wee indie game, but we put a lot of work into it and we think it's great. That's literally all they can do. Because they don't know how to fucking advertise it, know how to fucking, you know, give out to the journalists or whatever, because Phil has decreed it's not allowed. Phil's an absolute fucking dumb bitch, man. If he was this great at fucking advertising, his fucking channel wouldn't be what it is today.
Experiencing this game together on release day. This is a really awesome feeling. This is how it used to be. Yes, back in the day when I started on YouTube, you're talking over 10 years ago. No one had these early release copies, or if they did, it was just the select few of the game's media, and no one had leaked the plots of the fucking game all over the internet so early that all the hype was killed and squashed. People were able to play the game on release day and feel this feeling of community. We are all playing the hot new game together at once.
Shut the fuck up. I grew up in the era, right, where the official PlayStation UK magazine, whatever the fuck it's called, that came with demo discs. You know, you got to fucking read the magazine, you got to fucking read all about the upcoming games, you got to read fucking reviews of the games they had access to, you got to read previews of up-and-coming games, whatever, as well. You know, these interviews with developers, not shit, you got a demo disc as well of these up-and-coming games. That was how I got fucking hype built up for me. So I had my fucking PlayStation, and these all these fucking amazing games come up, I was really looking forward to fucking playing. Yeah, that shit. That is how I fucking got hype built up, because these fucking, you know, journalists, gaming journalists, media journalists, fucking people like this that were trusted obviously in the industry, the official Sony UK PlayStation magazine, whatever the fuck that title called, the one that came with a fucking demo disc for the games. that shit was like fucking great for, you know, that was great for people like me, because it's like, oh, if you don't want to fucking just read the fucking magazine, I didn't mind reading the magazine either, but you had a demo disc as well to build up hype. This is an example of the games that are fucking coming out. You know what I mean? If you want to fucking play this game in full, whatever, you know, make sure you fucking buy it on this fucking certain day. So many great fucking games. These fucking demo discs are sometimes absolute S tier, man. I remember a demo disc, I think, one time. Some of the demo discs that fucking magazine released were incredible, because some of them had, like, I think Crash and Spyro were on it at once, and I can't mind. A couple of these demo discs were genuine fucking, like, S tier, where it's like, with some of the things on these fucking discs, you know, it wasn't just like, oh, there's one good game and a bunch of fucking daft games. Nah, it was crazy. But yeah, it's good to get these fucking games in the hands of, like, gaming journalists and media. Content creators, to an extent, I can perhaps somewhat agree with Phil, maybe. Like, not ones that are prominent gamers, you know what I mean? Prominent gamers, okay, I'll say these days it's about trying to fucking build up hype as well, you know what I mean? Some of these prominent gamers have a fucking huge audience, and if their fans see their fucking favourite streamer play that fucking game, naturally, they will get fucking excited for the game and maybe buy it themselves. I understand the fucking thought process. So that's what I'm saying, it's still though, yeah. I don't know, these days it's so fucking easy to get access to anything, though, it seems. It really does. And Stephen Ed says, if you can't afford every game, you could at least try a demos on a disc and know what they were like. Exactly. I remember it was like £5 for it.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Logan K for Super Chat. He says, wrong! Print media used to get games months in advance before the internet was popular. Bits and pieces of a knowledge builds hype. Phil was a dunce. I agree completely. I agree wholeheartedly. That's what I'm saying, like, every month for £5, I could get this UK PlayStation Gaming Magazine thing, came with a demo disc, came with a bunch of information in the magazine, and it's one of those things where it's like, I still remember to this fucking day, the magazine had this kind of thing, it had a map of the UK, right, and within that map, I think it was a UK map, and it was like all these different fucking games getting made throughout the UK, and up there in Scotland, in a place called Dundee, this game was getting made called Grand Theft Auto. I remember seeing it in the magazine and reading about the fucking wee description of the game in the magazine, and it's like, this was not a review of the game, this was like, you know, a wee kind of preview. And it's things like that, you know what I mean? And also look at Grand Theft Auto today, look what it fucking turned into, it's fucking crazy. But it's things like that, you know? It's like, and the magazine was so full of usual kind of good information. It was like, they had good previews and good fucking reviews, and they were decently done, and the demo discs as well were usually fucking great demo discs. I can't remember any bad demo discs. Blackcurrant Grand Theft Auto, the original one, did not have hookers. That is a bit slanderous. The original Grand Theft Auto, you could do a lot of fucked up things, but and I'm pretty certain it didn't have hookers, at least not interactive hookers that you could fucking do things with, at least. I don't think so.
We're all experiencing this game together for the very first time, and it was this awesome hype feeling. You don't get that awesome hype feeling anymore when people already played the game 2 weeks ago and already know all about it, and it's all over the internet. And then, are there any more midnight releases? No, why would there be? Everyone has the game early, right? Why even go to the store to buy the game when you can just pre-order digitally anyway? You know, all that hype, that day one hype that used to be there, that used to really be a part of the gaming experience, has been lost to this new marketing ploy that these idiotic companies is using because they think...
Oh, hey, that's some great information. Now, D-Dog says when he worked for Sega, they sent the magazine companies 3 months beforehand for artwork and reviews, so 4 months and the game sometimes wasn't even finished. Yeah. It's not unusual for these to do this. And obviously, it's one of those things, you've got to send them something to build some fucking hype, you know? This is the thing, don't game developers, they have like a version of the console. Like, also, to make the game, you got to fucking make sure it runs on the console you're fucking designing the fucking game for, so you've got their own wee version of the console to fucking build the game and make sure it runs okay. And that way, it's like some kind of developer console of sorts, you know? I remember the fucking, you know, fucking buzzer and yeah, dev kit. That's what I'm thinking of. Dev kit. That's exactly okay. That's the word I wanted. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying in the dev kit, just to fucking try and build the shit. You know what I mean? And it's natural to fucking send it to fucking journalists and all that shit to try and build hype. Phil is so much of a fucking dinosaur. This argument is not a fucking... he's not trying to fucking save the gaming industry here. He is not trying to do anything of the sort. He is desperately trying to fucking look out for number one. His gameplay review, his fucking gameplay, his walkthrough of God of War, was his potential game of the year. One of his favourite games all goddamn year along, God of War, is not getting the fucking views, is not getting the attention, it's not getting the engagement, it's not getting the fucking support he wants that fucking game to be getting. And so he is fucking taking it out on every single fucking content creator out there. He's taking it out on the developers, he's taking it out in the game, media, everyone but him. It couldn't fucking possibly be that his fucking playthrough of the game is fucking boring. No, heaven forbid you fucking suggest that fucking his playthrough of the game is so fucking boring nobody wants to stick around and fucking watch the whole goddamn thing. No, it must be the fault of everyone else that doesn't want to fucking watch a whole robust, meaningful content that Phil produces every single fucking day. Fuck off, Phil.
Think they're gonna make more money. They're not. They're losing hype and money, but they're too dumb to see it because they're stuck in their old school mentality way of thinking. They refuse to evolve with the times and realize that things have changed from the old days. So it's a major problem, right? There is no big hype anymore behind these giant releases because everyone already knows everything the day the game comes out, all right? The only exceptions to that rule are games that are not narrative focused. So I'll give you a perfect example here. Elden Ring is a case where the game got incredible hype once the game released. Why? Because the game was primarily focused on gameplay. There was no one on the internet going, oh my god, wait till you hear about that story spoiler about, you know, Michaela at the end of the game. Like, no one cared about that shit, right? They wanted to play the game and see the crazy gameplay elements for themselves. That was the hype that was behind that game. And that's why that game was insanely successful. All right. But when you talk narrative-based games today, the narrative's already known before the game's out. So where's the hype and who cares, right? So just from the get-go, a game like God of War Ragnarok, you know it's not going to get the hype, attention, and kind of awesome feeling of, oh my god, I cannot wait to see someone play it when it's already ruined on the day it comes out. Okay? Now, if you compare my playthrough of God of War Ragnarok with other people's, you're going to notice a few distinct differences. Okay? Difference number one.
Theirs is better.
Is that I'm taking my time to outright explore most, if not all, of the areas so far in the game. The only exception is I didn't go to Muspelheim yet, right? But all the other areas, I keep re-exploring, rediscovering new things. Oh, remember there was a wall I couldn't break before. Now I go back, I break.
And then your fucking audience falls asleep because that shit is boring the crap out of them. You wonder why they're not fucking watching the goddamn, playthroughs and not fucking supporting it as much. It's because you're boring the ever-living shit out of them, Phil.
The wall. Oh, look, there's an optional boss fight. Look, there's a whole new side content area. There's this, there's that, right? So I'm taking my time to open world explore and enjoy the game. Why? Because it's a great game. And that's what gamers should do if they're actually enjoying a game. They should take their time with it and explore. Now, the problem is the game is just so long. I'm 46 hours in. We're still in the midst of a giant side content area.
Phil, why didn't it take Kat this long to play the fucking game? Did she not fucking enjoy the game? Did she not explore? Did she just rush through it like some sort of arsehole? How long did it fucking take Kat to get through the game again, Phil? When did she finish playing the fucking game again, Phil? Yeah, how about you ask that fucking creature in your fucking house why she fucking finished the game so fucking sooner rather than you? So much sooner, so much fucking sooner. It's unreal. It's bloody. Oh man, fuck me. In fact, give me a second, guys. Let me just test something here. Give me a second here. I have a website which I can use. This website right here calculates the length of any YouTube playlist. Now, I just need the fucking playlist. So, let's find God of War. Playlists. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. So, copy the link address. Right, how long is this fucking bastard actually worth? Number of videos 46. Total length of playlist 1 day, 22 hours, 58 minutes and 46 seconds. So I think that translates to, what, 46 hours essentially. Almost 47 hours. Jesus Christ, man. To watch Phil's entire playlist, you need that long.
yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for super chat. Yeah, let me just try and say it again without sounding like some dumb fuck. Thank you very much for super chat. Black Mage says, Ket lost interest due to lack of food. Pretty much, I probably. Can you actually, I'm pretty sure you can cook in the game. I'm not sure how much fucking work goes into the cooking process in God of War. I'm sure there's like cooking segments. I've heard about it. So I don't know if it involves actually fucking paying attention to ingredients or whether it's just a case of, you know, press X to add fucking carrot or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I'm pretty certain you can. There's like some kind of wee cooking bits here and there in the game. So yeah, Phil's playlist of God of War is 1 day, 22 hours, 58 minutes, which is essentially it's almost 47, just under 47 hours long so far for the 46 videos that Phil has on the playlist so far, and he's playing for 3 more hours today. So he's probably going to be about 50 hours by the time he's finished today. Antonelle says, why would she cook in games? She doesn't cook in real life anyway, or at least she shouldn't. That's a very good fucking point. Don't forget, Thanksgiving was ruined because the missed ingredient in the recipe with turkey. Was it Thanksgiving? I think it was Thanksgiving. Yeah, they omitted the red wine.
And then after that, we still have tons more story, and then there's even more side content. The game is insanely long. People even said if you do everything, you could do 60 to 80 hours of gameplay, okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm doing everything, but I just keep finding meaningful content. And you know me, today, the content I put out is very different from back in the day. 10 years ago, if this were me, I would have rushed through the game and beat it within a week. I would have beaten God of War Ragnarok because I wouldn't have done any of the side content. I would have said, we just got to get through it because we got to get to the next one.
No, you want to know why you would have done that, Phil? Please be honest with your audience here, Phil. You would have done that because you would have made the most return on your fucking money if you'd done that. If you tried to prioritise on finishing that game as fast as humanly fucking possible, you would have fucking made bank in that game, because usually you are one of the first people to actually get their playthroughs up on YouTube because you fucking recorded with a camcorder. As soon as you got the game and you got home, you fucking planked that camcorder in front of the TV, you played the game as fucking fast as possible, you uploaded that fucking those parts as fast as possible as well. You kept manually splitting up the parts in 10-minute segments on your fucking camera so you can not go past the limit. You would spam so many fucking videos to your fucking channel. But yeah, because you're on that machinima views based contract, you made bank because you are usually the first one to get those fucking videos up on YouTube, which I did not. I've said this so many times before. That is a good move, in my opinion. If you're given a contract like that from someone like Machinima, why not fucking milk it for all it's fucking worth? Clyde Dale says, I have to know, when you watch playthroughs, am I the only one who skips people just wandering around, or do you do it too? Because as exploring, I certainly don't call meaningful. It's one of those things where I do prefer highlights. You know, like a good example might be, like I couldn't watch somebody. It depends on the game as well, I think. You know, I'm trying to think here. Like there's a YouTuber I watch sometimes called Dark Viper, Australian guy, speedruns GTA, and usually I won't. His live streams are hard for me to endure. Put it that way, because there's so much kind of time. Just set, you know, a lot of the time involved in what he does on live streams is like boring stuff where he has to talk to his audience and try and entertain in that way because he's doing a lot of boring stuff in between. So yeah, so live stream Dark Viper is kind of hard to endure, but not I wouldn't say because of him, but just because it's fucking boring to watch. So so him having, like, you know, highlights of shit on YouTube is more consumable for me. It's easier for me to fucking, you know, take in, essentially, because there's so much boring shit in between. It's the same for a lot of content creators. It's hard to fucking keep your audience entertained when there's a whole lot of boring shit in between. And yeah, because Phil refuses to edit this God of War shit, all the boring shit in between. Yeah, it's unreal. He's got 47 hours of garbage just sitting in his fucking channel, which people are bored to fucking death of. But yeah, it's just that's the only example I can think of. I don't actually watch a whole lot of people play games on YouTube these days. I watch random shit. I do watch game stuff as well, but like some of the stuff I watch, like Russian Badger, you see a couple of Russian Badger videos in here, man. So that's some of the stuff I watch as well, which is just fucking insanity. You guys can actually see that, sorry. I'm full screen, so if you see and go full screen, I got Russian Badger in here. I've been recommending videos, Russian Badger. He's a gaming YouTuber as well, but he puts a lot of effort into his fucking videos. And yeah, he's interesting brand of humour, to say the fucking least. I find it quite funny fucking videos at times. You know what I mean, he still puts a lot of effort and work into it, and he's a one man show. He's a big YouTuber, but he's a one man show. He edits everything by himself. Unlike Phil trying to claim, he's got a big team on him like that. He has friends that he fucking plays games with essentially. But other than that, yeah, he's doing well for himself.
Release, the next release, the next release, right? And people used to rightly criticize me for that. Formula may work for a very, how can I say, people with a bad attention span, right? Your playthroughs are digestible to those who come to your channel, watch, nod, and move on. What's the next? What's the next? But for those of us who actually enjoy games at a deeper level, who are truly passionate about gaming, we are upset that you don't take your time with the games you play. You rush through and you end up missing half the content in the game. So it's not even fair when you review the game because you haven't seen half the content that's in it. And on top of that, you know, people want to go back and watch your playthrough. Why would they? Literally, you're doing an abridged version of the game. Half the time, it's just a bunch of dumb commentary when you're doing it anyway. So I took all of that to heart 10 years ago. All right? And what I've done in the last decade, I tried to change myself as a content creator. And if you haven't noticed, again, particularly since I became an interactive live streamer over 5 years ago, my content changed, all right? Directly dependent on what you guys told me. You said if you really care about games and you're passionate and you want your audience to feel that, you got to take your time. If you're playing a game that's really good and fun, you got to take your time with it. You got to not rush through it. You got to do the content that's meaningful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. The problem is it takes time to do that. I'm 40.
Is that why he skipped so much fucking side content in Horizon Forbidden West? There was so much fucking shit you missed out in that game, purposefully. For no fucking reason other than just for you fucking not wanting to fucking play the goddamn game anymore. I guess you didn't find that game fucking meaningful then.
36 hours into God of War, and I've been playing it for over a month. I couldn't have gotten through it any faster unless I became the kind of guy that when a game like this comes out, all I did was play the game. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our third point. The vast majority of people out there who played God of War Ragnarok rushed through the game and beat it within a week because they wanted the early views. They felt that if they rushed through the game and beat it as quickly as possible, that would get the hype amongst their audience, and then they dropped it like a hot rock.
Ever begging me to speed this up is normal speed right now. We're actually fucking 25 minutes behind Phil. Okay, 1.25 speed. Not 1.5, it's too fast. 1.25, because we've got a whole bunch of snorts and burps to listen out for, and we're still playing bingo. And Dashy wants me to play this, okay. There you go, there's your one soundboard thing.
And moved on to other games during the season and never looked back. That's what most content creators did. I know, because I researched it. And I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, most people played it like 2-3 days straight, and then they balanced it with a couple other things and beat it within a week or so, and that was it. They didn't do half the side content in the game. They weren't doing the Berserker fights. They don't care. To them, it's just a product to push out for their viewership so they can move on to the next product to make money. That's how I used to be. I'm admitting this to you now. A decade ago, that was also my mentality. When I was popular on YouTube and I had that level of viewership, I was like, man, I lose attention on these new playthroughs within just a few days. So if I don't beat these games right away, people won't care. I can't have a lingering playthrough for...
Well, then why play the game? If you're aware this is a fucking problem for you and your channel, why play it? You're fully aware that this is actually hurting you long term playing this fucking game because it's not getting the support you fucking hoped it would get. So really the onus is on you to not fucking play the game, as much as a fucking good game it can be to fucking play. I've heard very good things about the game myself, but it's a very long game. As you're aware, you're a variety streamer. This is hurting your business because you, as a fucking variety streamer, cannot dedicate the time to it to get through it quicker. So, yeah, Phil, either way, however you want to fucking spin this, Phil, it's your own goddamn fucking fault.
For a month, because people will fall off from the playthrough and not give a shit. So I used to turbo through those playthroughs to get them done quickly. And everyone told me I was doing it wrong. This was the dawn of things like this is how you don't play. You have to understand. This is where the major criticisms against me started coming from. People saying, you suck at games, you rush through them, you don't fairly rate them, you don't give them enough time, you skip all the content, you make fun of the game developer, your playthroughs suck. Change. So I did. But now you look at God of War Ragnarok and you're like, so what happened? Well, I took my time, I'm doing all the content, I'm balancing it out with other playthroughs so people who don't like God of War Ragnarok don't get bored, right? I'm trying to be as meaningful as possible. And what happened? Well, everyone complained, oh, this isn't exciting anymore. All the hype died down within 1 week for this game. No one cares about it anymore. Why are you still playing it? Oh, there's a poll. Never vote for God of War. Vote for something else. That's what happens. You can't please everyone, you see? So, is the God of War Ragnarok playthrough, you know, dwindling, or is it in the state it's in because the game sucks? Hell no. Is it because my gameplay sucks? No, my gameplay does not suck. I watched some other content creators play this game. They're worse than me. They really, I mean, I told you, I watched someone die to the first boss like 5 times on standard difficulty.
Well, this is you fucking up. You have a go at all these fucking other content creators. I need people, look at how big my e-penis is for fucking playing this game and doing this thing so fucking well. Phil, you're so, the hypocrisy. Is he not aware of how fucking hypocritical he's fucking sounding right now when he fucking tries to fucking flex when people listen and brag about doing better than someone else at a fucking game? Jesus fucking Christ, man. You know what? 1.5. I'm going up to 1.5 speed, but when it comes time for the contributions, I'm going to slow it back down to 1.25, because when Phil reads out contributions in 1.5 speed, that shit is just it's impossible to fucking understand. So 1.5 for now.
And this is a popular content creator with a profitable following much bigger than me. This is the level that content creators are at today. They're not good. They're not. It's hilarious, okay? So it's not my gameplay that sucks. It's not the game that sucks. It's not the streams that suck. It's the situation. In order to get any kind of hype out of God of War Ragnarok, I would have had to play it at release week and played it non-stop and beaten it within a few days, and then we could have moved on. But then no side content, no meaningful stuff. Couldn't even fairly review it because I'm just rushing through it to pump out the next playthrough. That's the old DSP. That's who you guys told me a decade ago don't be. That's who. This is how you don't play criticized, and who I changed from being. So when we get lengthy playthroughs like this, okay?
Whoa, Phil. Let's stop you right fucking there. Those guys a decade ago that told you to fucking change, where the fuck are they now? Those guys that told you to fucking change, where the fuck are they? They moved the fuck on for the most part. They either became detractors, or they moved the fuck on and didn't stick around because your ass was still fucking not changing. You can fucking bitch and whine all you want about, fucking change, so you guys are fucking, Phil, you barely changed at all. You're still fucking terrible at fucking games. The only thing is you got fucking more boring along the way. It's a stream chat plays the fucking game instead of you playing the fucking game. It went from you playing the fucking game, trying to fucking drunkenly figure out how to fucking get through the game as best and fast as possible, to a fucking stream chat playing a goddamn game for you. You're not using a single fucking brain cell in that fucking pig empty headed. It's unreal. It annoys the crap out of me, man. It really does annoy the crap out of me. He's not fucking aware of how much fucking more boring his content is because he fucking relies so heavily on his goddamn stream chat to do all the fucking thinking for him, all the fucking every single mental process. Every time a fucking puzzle come across in the fucking game, he's like, what do I do? What chat? What do I do? What do I do? Fucking waiting for somebody to fucking tip him a fucking solution. Every single fucking time, every single fucking game. Because if he can't figure it out within 5 fucking seconds, he is trapped in that fucking moment until somebody fucking tells him how to fucking progress in that fucking game. That is why we fucking say he's giving up hope. That's why he's giving up fucking playing games, enjoying games, because he doesn't even try and fucking figure this shit out anymore. It's not up to him to figure it out. It's up to his audience to fucking pick the games he plays. It's up to his audience to fucking support the games he plays. It's up to his audience to fucking play the games he fucking plays for him. When fucking poor little Phil hasn't got the fucking mental faculties to actually get through the goddamn fucking game.
Criticized, and who I changed from being. So when we get lengthy playthroughs like this, okay, this is always going to be a concern. If it's not Elden Ring, where the game's focused on the gameplay, but a lot on the narrative, you're always going to have this issue as the concern. All right? Now, there is one other factor that needs to be said, and that's timing. All right? If God of War Ragnarok had been released during the summertime, when there was nothing else going on in gaming, and no one was hyped for other games, it wouldn't have been a concern. People still would have cared about it. But it came out in the midst of the busiest gaming time of the year. You've got God of War going head-to-head with titans like Modern Warfare 2, right? You've got Pokemon, which everyone loves, right? Especially in my audience. I know you guys like Pokemon. You voted for it. You were upset when I said I wasn't even going to do it yet. Such high-profile releases that came out over the last couple of months. And so you've got the attention span of gamers pulled in a million directions, and now you expect that somehow they're all supposed to be focused on God of War, right? If you remember that same week God of War released, excuse me, that was disgusting. If you remember that same week God of War released, we had Sonic Frontiers. And a lot of people were like, oh, I wonder if that's going to be good, because there hasn't been a 3D Sonic game in a while, and most of them recently have sucked. So there was this feeling of, oh, wonder and curiosity. Will it be any good? And honestly, more people were attending my Sonic streams than my God of War because of that air of curiosity. Well, with God of War, people kind of know what to expect. And again, if they wanted to see a playthrough, they could have watched someone play it at launch and beat it in 3 days, or they could have already read the story spoilers 2 weeks ago. You see, it's so different now with these big new releases. Things have changed so badly. You would say, oh, they changed. They didn't change for the better. They've changed for the far worse. They really, really have. It's sad. the state of the games industry, it's also sad that you don't hear anyone big talking about shit like this. Isn't it funny? You don't hear any big content creators talk about this. You wanna know why? Because they don't want you to know how it is, because they want you to think everything is rainbows and unicorns, and they don't want anyone looking at their content creation style and criticizing it. They just want you to digest the product they put out immediately, give them money for it, and then pump out the next product. They don't want you to know about how the cycle can be broken if people actually start to point out these shortcomings in how games are today, you know? But, you know, so what I mean, I'm the one who'll talk about this. You will not hear other content creators talking about stuff like this because they're so afraid about losing their meal tickets. They're big money that they're rolling, and they don't want that gravy train to stop, you know? You know what? 10 years ago, I was probably the same. 10 years ago, I was very obstinate. People would tell me, Phil, you got to change for the better. You got to do this or that. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm the popular YouTuber.
10 years ago, that fucking worked out in your fucking favour because you were fucking making bank. You fucking you used a situation of getting a fucking views-based contract with Machinima. You made bank in it. And I don't personally blame you for fucking doing what you fucking did. You fucking, you know, made the absolute most of that ridiculous contract Machinima gave you. You fucking spammed your fucking, you know, everyone's inboxes with fucking videos. If they're subscribed to you, they saw 10 videos, 20 videos, 30 videos, sometimes 30 videos a day from Phil Burnell. Per fucking day, uploaded by Phil in 10-minute fucking increments. Because that's what YouTube allowed back in the fucking day. Before they fucking extended the limit of how long you can fucking upload videos for. This is such a fucking delusional take from Phil. He's pretending, oh, I've changed for the fucking better. No, YouTube forced you to fucking change. Your fucking views-based contract got fucking removed. Machinima fucking dropped you. Afterwards, Curse fucking dropped you, and then fucking, you had nobody to fucking fall back on. You had no fucking partner network. Everything fell by the fucking wayside. Ads fucking dropped off the fucking planet as well. You fucking had to rely on fan donating, fan support, and donations.
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage, for Super Chat. He says, Phil is the Alex Jones of gaming. I'm not sure if that's a good comparison or not. Alex Jones is a bit of a crazy little bampot. And also Alex Jones could be going bankrupt soon, couldn't he? Yeah, true, that's an interesting comparison. Interesting comparison. Alex Jones is entertaining in his insane way, yeah. It's just bizarre to me. Phil was fucking pretending he fucking changed because he fucking saw the morality of what he was doing was wrong. Fuck off, Phil. You ever forced to change because Machinima dropped your fucking ass. My contracts changed, ad revenue changed, you've turned to live streaming in the last resort. You turned to it late, by the way. Your fucking audience was telling you to fucking go to live streaming before, you know, a good while before you actually went ahead of it. You finally got to the game late or whatever, and then fucking realised, oh, people can give me money live streaming the game. When I play the game live, I can get money from these guys. Wow. For fuck's sake. I just love Phil fucking trying to spin history as him like, oh, I don't do that anymore because I'm a better... No. You are forced to fucking change, you dick. You are not choosing to change. Shit changed for you. The decision was made without your approval or consent. You fucking sat there in front of your wee camera, crying your wee eyes out because Machinima dumped your ass, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I did nothing wrong.
YouTuber. I'm the one with the YouTube channel. I'm the one with the following. So obviously I must know what I'm doing. If I didn't know what I was doing, then how the hell would I be popular on YouTube? Who are you to tell me better or tell me to change this or that? That was my dumb ass take on things a decade ago, you know? And that was stupid. Why do you think there was a backlash against me on the internet? Why do you think this is how you don't play the game so popular? Because it was kind of like, let's stick it to this asshole. Let's stick it to this stubborn idiot who won't listen to reason, right? But now here we are. It's 2022. My methods have all changed to what people tell me to do a decade ago, and look at the playthrough, right? But the thing is, it's not just that playthrough. I mean, excuse me, it pretty much is just that playthrough. If you look at other playthroughs that I've been doing and whatever, they're not like that. You know, the streams get more attendance, they get more engagement, they get more support, right? And I just find it funny that there's more people who want to see Pokemon than God of War Ragnarok on my streams. All right, that's pretty interesting. You know, now listen, I love Pokemon, but there's a distinct difference between a game where all you're doing is running around, catching creatures, fighting them against each other in a turn-based setting, versus a game that has a really interesting, well-written story, groundbreaking graphics, amazing, you know, music, tons of meaningful side content. It's like apples and oranges comparing the two, you know. But people want Pokemon over God of War. That's pretty nuts to me. Anyway, so the elephant in the room has been addressed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with God of War Ragnarok. In fact, it's one of my favorite games of the year, if not going to end up being likely in my top 3 picks for Game of the Year 2022. All right? I got to finish it to make that distinction, which is why it's kind of disheartening when I keep putting it into polls and stuff. And I'm like, hey, guys, you know, I want to play it. Let's go. And everyone's like, nah, I want something else. Like, I'm never going to beat the game then. You understand? I'm just entering the final major side area of the game. I need time to get through it. Then there's more story. There is Muspelheim, which at this point, I might just never even step foot into Muspelheim. For what I'm to understand, it would take about an hour to an hour and a half to do the challenges there, and then there is a secret boss there that actually is part of the story. But at this point, if people are just so done with the game, right? Are you guys really going to be tuning in to watch me do Muspelheim? And then on top of that, I got to beat
Whoa. Then it's not a fucking full playthrough. You're going to fucking skip out on meaningful content? How dare you, Phil? How fucking dare you?
This game so I can do my year-end series. You know, I gotta finish this. So there's a lot of factors here that I gotta think about, right? I guess we gotta think about it. We'll talk about it, all right? But you know, there's nothing wrong with the game. I'm sorry. Anyone's gonna say, "Oh, the game sucks." You're just fucking wrong. You're just an idiot. You just like to hate on shit for no reason. The game's outstanding. Okay. There's nothing wrong with my playthrough. My playthrough is covering it in a way like I cover most other major games, with tons of side content and trying not to skip anything that's meaningful and enjoying the game for what it is at face value, which is why I try to be an honest gamer. I'm not here to rush through and make a paycheck. I'm here to enjoy a game for what it is, right?
And yet you're fucking talking about skipping a fucking whole area. You're already talking about skipping a whole goddamn area because you love that game so much and you think it's such an amazing fucking game. You think you're going to skip a whole fucking section of the goddamn game because it's not getting the attention you fucking want. Dash is asking, did he just say, by the way? I don't know. I think I'm going to slow it back down, guys. I think I'm going to slow it down to 1.25. I will rewind by, 30 seconds or a minute or something, but I'm worried I'm missing some bingo things. I don't want to miss some bingo things. We're going to rewind just a wee bit.
It would take about an hour to an hour and a half to do the challenges there, and then there is a secret boss there that actually is part of the story. But at this point, if people are just so done with the game, right? Are you guys really going to be tuning in to watch me do Muspelheim? And then on top of that, I got to beat this game so I can do my year-end series. You know, I got to finish this. So there's a lot of factors here that I got to think about, right? I guess we got to think about it. We'll talk about it, all right? But, there's nothing wrong with the game. I'm sorry. Anyone's going to say, "Oh, the game sucks." You're just fucking wrong. You're just an idiot. You just like to hate on shit for no reason. The game's outstanding, okay? There's nothing wrong with my playthrough. My playthrough is covering it in a way like I cover most other major games, with tons of side content and trying not to skip anything that's meaningful and enjoying the game for what it is at face value, which is what I try to do. I try to be an honest gamer. I'm not here to rush through and make a paycheck. I'm here to enjoy a game for what it is, right? Properly represent that game on my streams. So it's not any different than another playthrough that I would do. The difference is the situation, right? It's the game was spoiled 2 weeks before it ever came out, so anyone who wanted the story already got it, right? Everyone already rushed to play and beat the game within a week so they could move on to other stuff and make big bank at this time of year. They didn't care about the quality of their playthrough. They didn't care about the completeness of the playthrough. They just wanted to be part of that hype mentality for a few days and then just move on to the next for money. I didn't do that. I've changed my style up from doing that many, many, many years ago, and you guys told me I was all the better for it. But what that means is now we have a lingering playthrough that seems like it's never finishing, and the attendance and the attention has dwindled, and I can't fix that. You see? So, please understand that, all right? That's, I hate people bad-mouthing a game that's amazing. And, "Oh, it sucks, I don't want to see it." Well, then don't fucking be there for the stream, that's fine, but don't tell me the game sucks. It doesn't. You're just one of those hype monster people. If a game's not currently hype or popular, you don't care. It's kind of like someone just said in the stream before I started talking, all of Phil's playthroughs, all right, are basically older games now. Older games, I want you to think about that statement. He needs to move on to newer games. Older games. Let's think about this. Modern Warfare 2 came out about a month and a half ago. Pokemon Scarlet came out about not even a month ago. God of War Ragnarok a month and a half ago, right? High on Life came out less than, I guess as of today, a week ago. Older games. Do you understand the mentality of the common viewer these days and how it's changed? They actually think a game from the last month is an older game. So how is anyone ever supposed to play a game? Unless the game is 4 hours long, right? It seems like as soon as you hit the 10-hour mark, oh, that game's old. Like, what are you talking about? You out of your mind? Do you have a lifespan of 6 months where a month is so long, it's an older game? Like, what is going on, right? But that's what I mean. Here's what's happened. Things have changed for the worse. Everyone today has become me from 10 years ago. Everyone today that's a content creator has now...
Oh my fucking god, no. I'm not fucking buying that for one goddamn fucking second. Every single fucking content creator these days has become Phil Burnell from 10 years ago. Whereas Evil Age have always fucking, slew of this is how you don't play for every single other content creator these days. Fuck off, Phil. Fuck the fuck off. I can't, and there's no way. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking handle that. I'm going to rewind that just to fucking hear that again, but that's fucking incredible. Let's just hear the fucking... This is how much of a fucking impact Phil thinks he's had on YouTube, I guess.
10-hour mark, oh, that game's old. Like, what are you talking about?
Say it again, Phil. Say it again.
You out of your mind?
One more time.
Do you have a lifespan of 6 months?
Say it again.
Where a month is so long, it's an older game.
Fucking say it.
What is going on, right? But that's what I mean. Here's what's happened. Things have changed for the worse. Everyone today has become me from 10 years ago. Everyone today that's a content creator has now conditioned their audience to believe that all new games must be played at launch as much as possible in a short window of time so you can push through it and get right to the next game. Why? I'll tell you why. Because a lot of content creators out there get paid to do so. They're going to get paid to have that quick promotional opportunity when the game first comes out for a few streams. Then that opportunity dries up. So for them, they're done. I got to finish this playthrough now to move on to the next game that I'm probably going to get paid to promote. So to them, it's move on from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, rush through. Okay? What can you do? Nothing besides wake up and understand that's not how the gaming industry should be. That's not how games should be treated. That's not actually respecting the games or the game devs. It's just, you know, I'm sorry. This whole vicious cycle of content creation is bad for the industry at this point. You know, I was one of the people who 10 years ago, that was me. And you guys told me 10 years ago that was the bad way to do it. And I listened and changed. Now all of a sudden in 2022, everyone is Dark Side Phil from 2010, and somehow it's all acceptable. Like, how? Because they have giant views and they're rich now? That's stupid. You know, stop the vicious cycle of bullshit. And don't say this, oh, this game sucks now because, you know, Phil took a month to beat it. Yeah, the game's 60 hours long. Did you want me to just play God of War for 2 weeks and play nothing else? And then you complain that I skipped Sonic Frontiers, and I skipped Pokemon, and I skipped every game, just like people have already complained that I skipped 5-6 games in the last 2 months, right? So it's like, and then you can't have everything. You just can't. And then I see some idiotic statements like you should actually stream more. I should stream more.
Well, yeah, to be honest, I kind of agree with that. Let's evaluate, Phil. You stream a game for about 3 hours, and then you have dinner, and then you stream again for 2 hours. Essentially, you kind of work 5 hours a day. Kind of short. Why don't you wake up a bit earlier and start streaming at maybe, 10, half 9, 10 instead? The European audience would still be able to see it, because in the UK, for example, if Phil would start at about 10 AM instead of 11 AM, that would be, what, 6 PM UK time? Yeah, but the UK is 8 hours ahead of Phil in Seattle. So yeah. But I'm saying though, Europe would catch Phil still. It would just be a bit earlier than usual. Yeah. David Anderson says he's forgot a full work day is 8 hours. Of course, he considers a podcast as part of his work, so that's like 4 hours. And because technically he starts at 6:45 PM, which is UK time, of course, at 10:45 AM Seattle time. Yeah, he considers that as work. Even though he's doing nothing for the first 15-20 minutes, he would consider that working. And then obviously he finishes streaming, and then he claims he's fucking sitting there for ages, babysitting his uploads. Fuck off. Fuck off. There's a lot simpler way to fucking do this, Phil. Use your live streams as your video. You don't have to fucking chop them up into different parts. The live stream themselves is all the fucking audience needs. You just put timestamps in the live stream, and there you go. No separate uploads required. The video's already live on YouTube. You just put your wee timestamps in, which doesn't take too long to fucking find out and put them in. I used to do it before. I don't do it as often, really. I probably should start doing it again, I guess. But, what can I say? I'm a lazy bastard. But yeah, that's the thing though. He's already got a fucking live stream, which usually has about 100 odd likes in it already. If that stays live, he's already got a good number of likes straight off the fucking bat on that fucking live stream, which has everything. Level 1 podcast as well. And the whole gameplay. And as well as fucking the Okay, that would mean there's no unrecorded bigments in here. Okay, exactly. Stevie Dead says, but then people would see the unrecorded bigments. Exactly, yeah. Moist would definitely notice the unrecorded bigments, and what would he think of Phil then? Jesus, man. Poor Moist Critical would fucking have nightmares knowing that Phil would fucking unrecord those bigments.
I'm here 6 days a week full time. I don't even get a day off to spend with my family because I'm here 6 days a week full time with you streaming. You want me to stream more. You're a moron. Okay? Holly jolly, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You're an idiot. Sorry, I have to sugarcoat it because I feel bad saying it around this time of year. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Phil, what is so fucking dumb about starting work a bit earlier? Most people start work about 9 AM. I personally start work at 8 AM. But yeah, other people start earlier than that. Jesus, man. I just can't. I cannot handle Phil being this fucking idiotic today. I can't. It's unbelievable. BST starts work at 5 AM. Fuck's sake. Prophet says 4 AM. Fuck me, man. So I'm saying though, and Phil's like, nah, I can't stream longer. I can't stream. Try and tell Phil to wake up earlier. to start streaming. He will die. Phil is not accustomed to seeing a clock showing 8 AM. That is a rare sight indeed for Phil's pair of eyes.
All right. Okay, so, ladies and gents, then I get even more dumb things. Cut the podcast. All right, goodbye. Cut the podcast.
This is incredible. This is fucking insane. He's losing his fucking mind. You want more time to play the game? Then fucking get rid of the podcast. He's like, oh, fuck you, goodbye, you're out of here. How is that a bad suggestion? Oh, I want to see that again.
Okay, so, ladies and gents.
Look at his eyes. Look at those eyebrows. They get angrier. They fucking get narrower and narrower. I get so wee pissy. Look at him.
Then I get even more dumb things. Cut the podcast. All right, goodbye. Cut the podcast. Yes, because totally the podcast hasn't been an amazing addition in the last year. That has its own viewer base and following. People outright telling me the podcast was the best thing you could have done because you're diversifying your content. Now we have a time to discuss issues, so when you play games, you don't have to be distracted from the game. You can actually have those things discussed on a podcast setting. By the way, I'm getting older. As I get older, I'm not going to want to do as much gaming. I'm not going to be able to do as much gaming.
Cut the gaming then, Phil. If gamers are causing you so much fucking stress, then get rid of the fucking gaming. Phil, I think it's time. I think that Phil would benefit greatly from not gaming during the day. He should save the games specifically for night streams only. If Phil spent all day talking shit and spouting off his fucking random diatribe of thoughts and all that shit and getting it all out there, he'll probably enjoy it more. He doesn't seem to enjoy this anymore. He banned somebody the other day who fucking super chatted him saying doesn't know you fucking have a passion for it. You don't look happy doing this. You don't look like you got a fucking passion for gaming. And he banned that person for fucking daring to suggest what they observed was wrong. This is incredible. I just can't fucking understand it. There's fucking that moron Jade with a fucking $10 tip. I'm here, but I had a subscription snafu. I can't chat for 24 hours. Oh, fuck no. Phil's gonna go fucking distraught with that. How's Phil going to know if Jade's okay if Jade can't fucking talk for 24 hours? I guess Jade's just going to have to super chat more often just in order to fucking keep talking to Phil. That'll be the first of many super chats from Jade today, I'm thinking. Oh, because he became a member as well. He upgraded his membership to super supporter. Fuck off, Jade, you fucking arse kisser. Super supporter. A reminder, if you need it. A reminder, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Reminder of Phil's memberships. Okay? Join. Shut the fuck up, Phil. Don't you even dare. Standard supporter, super supporter, ultra supporter. £4, £9, £18. What's the differences in membership levels and perks? Absolutely fucking nothing. You get the same amount of things for this as you do for that and that. The only difference is Phil gets more fucking money. That is genuine. I'm not even being mean. I'm not bullshitting you. Even Phil has admitted there is no additional extra incentives. It's just for him to get more money if you want to be a super supporter and ultra supporter. He is literally saying to his audience, you're not going to get extra anything more from me for giving me more money, but I still would like it if you give me more money. There you fucking go. And this fucking moronic denthead Jade fucking actually becoming a super supporter. Jesus Christ, man. He didn't become an ultra supporter though. Jade, you're meant to be an ultra supporter. I don't think Phil's going to appreciate you if you didn't fucking go on an ultra supporter. He saw ultra there. Jade saw ultra there. Decided not to go for it. What a cheap little bitch. I hope Phil calls him out for it. I hope Phil fucking mocks him for not becoming an ultra supporter.
The podcast is a way to diversify my stuff, right? Oh no! Oh, get rid of the podcast. How about I get rid of you? Like right now. There you go. Now we're better. I got rid of you, and now we're actually happier. There you go.
What a toxic fucking cunt. Oh my god, this... it's like I'm both... I'm laughing, but I'm also like annoyed with him. But it's funny, if you don't fucking laugh, what can you fucking do? This incredible toxicity is really... This is off the charts. Remember how it started? I am happy, I'm chill, Merry Christmas guys, remember Bob Ross shirt, you know, we're here, we're having a good fucking time. And he's fucking ranting and raving at his fucking audience, calling them morons. Fucking love it.
Anyway, so, Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Am I disappointed with how it's turning out? I am. Not the game, the playthrough. And it's not anything I'm doing. It's not anything that I feel the people who are actually showing up are doing. It's just the way the games industry is today. Unless I rushed through this game within a week and a half, no one was going to care about it to begin with, you know?
Okay, one more thing, Phil. If this is true for every single narrative-based game out there, why are all the other narrative kind of driven games not guilty of having this happen to them? Like, I don't recall this being a problem for any other narrative-driven games over the last couple of years. Your playthroughs have been fucking hit and miss at times, but usually it's just because you're fucking garbage. You were expecting big support for this fucking game. It's a big AAA title, it's potential game of the fucking year. And you've not got it, and you fucking had to find some sort of reason, some sort of coping mechanism. You're blaming the fucking game industry for their practices, but the thing is though, you've got no other evidence to support this other than you're saying God of War is the reason why this is happening to your fucking playthrough. There's other fucking narrative-driven fucking games this could fucking be a factor for. It's not like, let's go to your fucking channel. Technically I'm on it, so fuck it. So, playthroughs. What other playthroughs here for fucking narrative-driven games? Fucking, technically you could say Sonic, what the fuck happens in Sonic, and that got some interest. Resident Evil Village, what the fucking happens in Resident Evil? Gotham Knights. I would say, it's an action game, but also people go interested in what the fuck's happening in fucking Gotham Knights. Where's the fucking lack of attention and support for that fucking game, Phil? Plague Tale Requiem, definitely a story-driven game. There's quite a lot of story games here. Narrative-driven based games, actually. The argument holds no fucking water. Nothing whatsoever. It's just, there's no fucking basis for this argument, Phil. Nothing whatsoever. Just one game. You're playing one game poorly, people aren't fucking enjoying it, and you're blaming the industry for some arbitrary random reason.
Even that being said, just to give some perspective.
Hey, shout out to that being said. Every fucking time they get a fucking plug, jammy bastards.
God of War Ragnarok is the highest viewed playthrough that I've done in months. Like, if you take a look at, the views, part 1 is over 9,000 views. The whole first, 10 parts range between 5 to 3,000 views. That's a lot. Most playthroughs I do these days don't get that kind of views. So even with it having a very slow following, it just has a following that's bigger than most of my other games that I'm playing right now, So there's no overall complaints here. You know what I mean? It's just a situation that people keep asking me about, and I'm like, well, I don't really, do you really want me to outline it? Well, here, I just did. It's the games industry, and it's the gaming landscape as a whole when it comes to content creation. That's why the God of War Ragnarok playthrough is being received the way it is. It has nothing to do with the quality of the game. It has nothing to do with the quality of the playthrough. It's the same as the other playthroughs I do. But, what are you going to do? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us now go through the schedule for the week, because it is official. We are into Christmas week. Everything is festive and jolly around here, except for the idiots I just banned. Ha, ha, ha. There you go. So, let's now talk about the schedule. You voted, and you said only 2% of the vote determined the vote, but you guys said we want Pokemon Scarlet. So you're getting Pokemon Scarlet right now on the first stream. Where are we in Pokemon Scarlet? Okay.
I'm just thinking to myself, give me a second here. When the stream started, you know what? I'm going to tick update. You wanna know why? When the stream started, Phil typed update in chat. Because he had to type it. Because he had to update the title of a stream. Oops, I'm scrolling down. I have a wee rule. If Phil types it in chat when the stream is live, I tick it. And he said in his chat when it was live, he had to update the title and the thumbnail. Because obviously people voted for the game, and it was fucking Pokemon they're playing. So that's why I'm including fucking update already being ticked off, because Phil technically said it in his chat already when the stream was live, when Bingo was effectively going. I don't care if people think it's a weak reason. I want a fucking Bingo win today. I want a fucking Full House. You guys deserve it. For enduring this fucking nonsensical push, both from Phil and my inane rambling as well.
Okay. Well, we, last time around, had a fun 2-hour stream where we wrapped up the ends that were the untied loose ends, okay? I had a few Pokemon that I had owed people that we needed to catch and name, which we did. So as of now, we are on even level. We are good to go. Moving forward with this playthrough, we have fulfilled the obligations. And now moving forward full speed ahead, if people want to name new Pokemon, great. I caught a ton of them in the last stream. But we are now in the eastern region of the map. northeast to be specific, catching all new Pokemon and exploring. What we're going to do today is we're going to head further south. Down there is the Team Star base that we need to do. It's the next to last Team Star base in the game. We're going to do that next. Then, likely once that's done, we're going to return back to the Snowy Mountains, and we're going to try to do the other gym that's on top of the Snowy Mountain, okay? From there, we have a choice. If we head west to the lake, there's the final Titan Pokemon that's around level 50. If we head north, there's the final Team Star base. From what I'm to understand, that's the hardest thing in the game. So maybe we'll do the Titan first, okay? So we'll see. Now, keep in mind, when I play Pokemon Scarlet, if you want to name a Pokemon, you can for a $25 tip. That Pokemon will immediately be added to my party for being used in that stream and gets the name that you gave it or you assigned it. It's a great way to support the playthrough, and a lot of people have really enjoyed seeing their particular Pokemon in my party for a stream or two. Okay? Also, during the Pokemon playthrough, the only playthrough right now, if we hit the tips goal, I will wear the Pikachu hat, which you guys have enjoyed for a lot of this playthrough. Not every stream, but a lot of the streams we did hit the goal for the Pikachu hat, which I appreciate. The $100 tips goal. Thank you.
Imagine fucking slipping that information in there. Reminding this fucking audience that they weren't fucking supportive enough at every single fucking stream. There's been one or two streams where you guys didn't give me $100 fucking dollars so you can fucking see me wear a fucking Pokemon hat. Imagine slipping that shit in there. It's not enough to just fucking mention it randomly, just no. You guys have, and you almost always enjoyed it. Not every fucking time. Fuck off. Such a fucking greedy cunt, man. Never change, Phil. Never change. You fucking begging piece of shit.
For those who have supported that effort, it's been fun wearing that silly hat. It's actually quite comfy as well. So there you go. Pokemon continues today. Chill fun. I'm sure you guys, will enjoy. And thank you for voting for Pokemon, everyone who did. Now, if you voted for God of War Ragnarok, don't worry. I'm playing it tonight at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It's the late stream tonight. And in God of War Ragnarok, we just entered an optional content area that is a giant basin, all right? And there's all kinds of stuff going on in this area. There's side plots, there's optional boss fights, there's items and fun stuff to do. And people have said it's about a 2 to 3 hour long area. I've played it for about a half an hour so far, so we'll continue with that tonight. We'll see how far we get. I don't know if we'll beat the whole thing, but we'll probably get a really good chunk into it, okay? So I am excited. I'm excited for that. I hope you guys will join me later tonight for that on the late stream. It should be a good, fun time of progression, okay? Now, let me take a look outside. Hold on a second. Look at that. About an inch. About an inch and a half, I would say. Okay, so.
Phil just looked down his fucking pajama pants and said, yep, an inch and a half. Just in case you guys couldn't hear.
Here's the deal. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh man. I apologize. I got up to, and I felt like I had to blow my nose, and when I did, the snow miser came right out of my nose. It was really gross. The whole body just popped out of my left nostril. Like, jeez. I threw him out the window. Alright, so it's snowing outside, okay? I can tell you right now, just in the half an hour I've been doing the podcast, okay, 40 minutes I've been doing the podcast, it's already much lighter. It was coming down very heavy. Now it's like a light dusting of snow. It looks to me like maybe there's about 1 to 2 inches tops out there right now. But if it keeps snowing all day long, it could accumulate much heavier, alright?
Damien Anderson's asking, can we consider him speaking at that distance as a creepy whisper? I guess technically it's very quiet for a microphone, so it would be like a whisper. I am going to count it. Why the fuck no, I'm going to count it, and that's the first bingo of the fucking game. Yeah, I'm determined to fucking get a full house today, come hell or high water, so fuck it. Dash is telling me to use like fucking 15 free squares that D-Dog earned. There is no free squares, but there is a fucking certain degree of flexibility with my selections today. Technically, everything I've ticked off today has actually been the case. We could barely hear Phil, so it is like a whisper. Phil ticked update at the start of the stream when he was updating the fucking thing, so that is that ticked off as well. You know, so everything that's been ticked so far has kind of got some legitimacy to it.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play it by ear. For now, I'm going to assume that by tomorrow, it'll be fine. And I'm going to have my day off tomorrow, no issue. Okay, I'm going to assume. And I know sometimes when you assume, you could be, well, you can make an ass of yourself. You can make an ass of everyone around you. You just be an ass. Okay? So I just want, maybe we have to call an audible for tomorrow. We'll see. I'll let you know. But as of now, we're going to assume.
What was that fucking phrase? What was that fucking phrase?
Well, you can make an ass of yourself. You can make an ass of everyone around you. You just be an ass.
I've never heard of that phrase before in my entire fucking life. I've heard of when you assume you make an ass of you and me, because that's how you spell assume. But I've never heard of Phil's phrase. Is Phil's phrase just it's not even a fucking phrase. My head is so confused with this fucking what the fuck he just said.
It'll be fine, and I'm gonna have my day off tomorrow.
Say
No
it.
issue.
Say it
I'm
again,
gonna
one
assume,
thing.
and I know sometimes when you assume, you could be you can make an ass of yourself. You can make an ass of everyone around you. You just be an ass.
You can make an ass of yourself. You can make an ass of everyone around you. You can just be what a fucking saying that was, Phil. Fucking need to write that one down. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So I just want maybe we have to call an audible for tomorrow. We'll see. I'll let you know. But as of now, we're gonna assume tomorrow I will still have my day off. Okay. Tomorrow I need to head out and buy a whole bunch of stuff for our Christmas holiday, our food and everything. And also I gotta buy some Christmas presents for Jasper. So we'll see how it goes. And when I return on Thursday, the 22nd, all right, a full day of streams. It'll be high on life, continuing on the first stream. The game has really grown on me. Yesterday we had a full stream, and some of it was open world exploration with all the new abilities that I now have: the jetpack, the magnet boots, being able to grab a whole bunch of items and upgrades that I previously couldn't have gotten. It was really fun. And then the second half of the stream was focused solely on story progression, and that was super fun as well. So that'll continue on Thursday's stream, and then Thursday night will be more Warzone. Now, I do want to say something about last night's Warzone stream. I just want to clarify something. I'm not upset, but it was kind of like messed up. Let me tell the story. If you didn't see the daily rap last night, if you saw the daily rap, you know what
I
I'm
can
talking.
tell you a fucking story before Phil even tries to. Somebody turned up in his fucking chat near the start of the fucking stream and was like, hey, if you get top 10, I'll give you $10. And as far as I'm aware, Phil did not get top 10 in that fucking round, right? I don't think the guy insinuated that the $10 would have been for any fucking round in that fucking night. I think it was that particular fucking game. You know, $10 you get top 10. And like Phil didn't get his money essentially. Phil was like, we had an agreement to get the guy fucking disappeared. I think he just fucking fucked off. Like, fuck off, Phil. It's like, fuck off. Technically, that's not. Phil got 9th apparently. He got 9th in the last game. I don't think the guy told him this thing though before the last game. I have a feeling, was it not for the fucking first? I don't know. Either way, Phil was expecting $10 from somebody, and he got, I think, fuck all. And he's like, oh, well, no, they didn't. There's nothing legally binding. The daily crap was fucking ridiculous. So it was like 10 minutes of Phil bitching and whinging about not getting his fucking $10 that somebody sort of said that they might fucking give him.
Talking about.
So let's see Phil's fucking retcon of how fucking pathetic he sounded from last night.
Last night I was playing Warzone. Now when I play Warzone, there have been people who have been doing what's called bounties. What are bounties? Well, what they are is people will say at the beginning of the stream, hey Phil, so during the stream, if you place a certain level in this match of Warzone, you know, or if you place it all tonight this high, I will contribute to the stream in this way. And this is supposed to give me incentive to try to play better. And in reality, it does. Like I actually think, oh, I'm going to try harder. I'm going to try to actually do it and try to win because, hey, I can actually maybe earn something here.
Phil, so basically what you're saying is you're doing it for the bag. Thank you for confirming to everyone you're in this for the bag. Okay, we can continue.
Try harder. I'm going to try to actually do it and try to win because, hey, I can actually maybe earn something here for doing it, right? So I can tell you right now, here's what happened last night. There was probably 5 people at the very least who said that they were going to contribute. Now, admittedly, 1 or 2 of them just said, hey, if you win a match, I'll do something. That's going to be such a rarity by the time I finally win a match, if I ever do. I really don't even factor that in. Obviously, if I win a match, it's stupendous, but if it happens, it happens. But if I play more conservatively or more carefully or sometimes even more intelligently, likely I can actually at least get to like the final couple of rings in a game of Warzone, unless I just have bad luck. So, you know, already playing Warzone, I've already made top 10 like 5, 6, 7 times, something like that, crazy. And I've actually made second place twice. So, you know, last night I think a lot of people were under the mentality maybe Phil will get his first win. All right. So, at the beginning of the stream, there were people that were like, so if you make top 10, I'll give you a $5 bounty. And if you make top 5, okay, I'll up that to like $10. And if you win, I'll give you 20. You know, there was stuff like that that was said. Okay? So, over the course of the stream, sadly what happened was I had a really bad night. I had some really bad luck, some firefights that I definitely should have won, and somehow I died before the enemy did. What was funny is I won a bunch of gulags. You know, every time I got killed, I would go to the gulag. I ended up winning like more than half the gulags. By myself half the time too, like soloing them. Okay? So anyway, we get to the end of the stream, so we're talking maybe the last 20, 25 minutes of the stream. And I haven't even made close to top 10. I think the highest I had was 34. So everyone's like, oh man, this stream was a bust. You didn't do good tonight. And I was like, what can you do? You can't do well every time. There's so many factors in a Battle Royale game. There's placement. There's just RNG of where items are. There's connection. There's your skill level. There's bad luck, good luck. You know, a million factors. And it just so happened last night was not a very good night. And it looked like the night was going to end on a low note where I wasn't even going to be able to make like top 10 once. And it was very disappointing. Okay? So what ended up happening was in the last half hour of the stream, I think a lot of people left. You know, we'd start off with at the stream with like between 300 and 400 people. By the end of the stream, we barely had 300. So with a lot of people dipping, leaving, oh, we're out of here. What happens? I rally at the end of the stream. I actually do really well. I start, you know, making smart moves, moving around, hiding well. You know, I think I hit the gulag, and I won the gulag, came back, and made a rally, a second rallying and stuff. I make top 10. I won't spoil and tell you what my placing was, only because I would like you to watch the videos if you weren't here last night. But I make top 10. I'm like, wow. So I didn't actually choke. I actually did at least have a top 10 placing.
You are 9th, you fucking piggy. Also, you just said wow, which is another fucking bingo. Fucking hooray for that. So, we have another fucking bingo because Phil said wow in this fucking story of not going to spoil, but I cocked. I'm not going to spoil things, but I got top 10. Please watch my fucking shitey content. Fuck off. Fucking moron.
The way I see it, if I play Warzone, I make a top 10. At least I did something that night. It's not like a dud night, right? And so I make the top 10, and guess what? 0 contributions. 0. All the people who said that they were going to contribute had already left. Like, oh, that kind of sucks. If I had started doing well early, likely those people would have stuck around, and they would have seen that I actually did well at the end. But that's just kind of what happens. And the thing is, listen, I'm not going to hold people to it. I didn't write down fucking names and screen capture screens and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna be like, listen, people said something, I believed them. Maybe I'm gullible here. I did well. Literally.
I guarantee you guys, I guarantee you, the next time he plays Warzone, and if he sees a name that he recognises had somewhat said to him before, I'll give you like $10 if you win, you get top 10. No, he will recognise that name, he will call that person out, and he will remind them. He'll go, hi, you said last time you would have given me something, I got top 10, I got nothing. If you don't give me anything this time, I get it, you're banned, gone forever, fuck off. I guarantee you, if he sees a name he recognises from before, one of the fucking 5 fucking... The fucking stream chat 5, the fucking promise Phil a false reward.
No contributions came in after that for the rest of the stream, and I'm like, it's life, alright? But I would hope that what I'll do next time around, when we play Warzone, I'll kind of announce early on, here's how it works, you know, so... You know, don't announce something. If you're planning on leaving near the end of the stream, you probably shouldn't say something up front. It's kind of dishonest, honestly.
What the fuck? Wait, what? So people aren't allowed to fucking give you incentives now unless they're committing to staying for the whole fucking entire shite? Fuck off. Hold the fuck on, no, remind that shit.
Around when we play Warzone, it's life, alright? But I would hope that what I'll do next time around when we play Warzone, I'll kind of announce early on, here's how it works, you know, so... You know, don't announce something. If you're planning on leaving near the end of the stream, you probably shouldn't say something up front. It's kind of dishonest, honestly.
So if you're there at the start of the stream, you're not allowed to fuck off anybody else. Well, if you're there at the start and you're fucking saying to Phil, hey, I might fucking give you some money if you do well, you are fucking trapped there for 2 hours or 2.5 hours or something, whatever fucking long it takes, until he gets his money from you. For fuck's sake. Don't you dare announce to Phil that you might give him money and then fuck the fuck off before you've had a chance to pay through. Fuck off. The greed, man. The sheer fucking greed. Take a sip, you fucking dick.
And again, this is not a giant deal. I'm just saying it was an observation.
It's not a giant deal, but I think I'm going to announce it at the start of my next fucking Warzone stream, just to hammer home the fact that I really want the fucking money from these guys if they're fucking promising it. Or not even promising it, but even suggesting they might fucking give it to me. It's not a big deal, but I'm going to announce it anyway. Fuck off.
Because I made the top 10 placing, and actual, you know, tons of people in the chat were like, what happened? Where's the people who said they were going to contribute? No one. Like crickets. It is what it is. Anyway, there will be more Warzone on Thursday night, okay? Okay. Friday, the 23rd of December, the annual Christmas Marathon event. Me.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Prophet for the super chat. It says, wait. So is he going to do a line before he starts Warzone that if you want to pay for bounties, it must be for the entire stream time? I think so, Prophet. It does sound like that, yes. It does seem to sound like that. So if anyone is going to suggest a bounty at the start of a Warzone stream, Phil is going to tell those people, please don't fucking leave until you fucking give me money if I follow through with the agreement of said bounty. If you get bored with it, you're not allowed to fucking leave, not according to Phil. You're not allowed to fucking tell him that you'll give him money potentially if he does well, and then fuck off, because he will not be a happy chappy. He will be full salt mode, and he'll remember you. He's not saying he'll remember you, but I'm pretty sure he will fucking take maybe a note of who the fuck it was that promised him money, and didn't come through with said money. Phil wants his fucking $10 so badly.
Okay, Friday, the 23rd of December, the annual Christmas Marathon event. Me in holiday festive attire, multiple different Christmas sweaters, multiple hats, drinking all day long. White Russians, sake citrus drinks, horchata that's spiked and has peppermint flavoring in it, as well as a special hard liquor that I will do a shot of every time I receive a contribution of a certain amount.
$100.
To forewarn you, it's going to be a big amount, because if I make it a low amount and I start taking shots like crazy, I'll be underneath this fucking laptop table drunk on...
Wait, what was that hand motion?
Be a big amount, because if I make it a low amount and I start taking shots like...
Okay, hold on. I think I'm going to have to mock his hand motion. Give me a second.
Contribution of a certain amount. Just to forewarn you, it's going to be a big amount.
So, hang on. Let's just slow this down. Let's just slow this down to like 0.5. And let's appreciate Phil's hand motion here. This is Phil's hand motion for taking shots.
Because if I make it a low amount and I start taking shots like crazy...
Yeah. I'm just saying I can be exploited. I can potentially be exploited. And he's fallen asleep on stream. Fantastic. Back to 1.25.
I'll be underneath this fucking laptop table drunk on the floor and you won't have a stream. So I gotta make it reasonable, alright? I think you're gonna like this liquor because it's something special. It's in tune with the streams and memes and things here. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. Games. 4 games. You chose them. We're gonna have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Fallout 3, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Resident Evil 1 Remake. I'll be downloading all those games and have them ready for Friday. In fact, tonight when I play God of War, I'm gonna get Resident Evil 1. I'm very excited for this event. Also, holiday-themed feasting with, well, not really feasting with the king, holiday-themed DSP Tries It, where I'm going to do a holiday-themed product. It's going to be a really special event. And on top of that, there will be a feasting with the king. What will it be? I don't even know yet. I was talking with Kat about it last night, and we were like, well, wait a minute. Saturday, we're going to be having Chinese food. It's kind of our tradition. We don't know we're eating Sunday yet for Christmas. We have to decide that today, because we need to know what to get tomorrow when I go shopping. Okay?
Hold the fuck on. They've not even fucking bought anything for like Christmas dinner yet. It's like 5 days to fucking Christmas. Are they expecting to have fucking much options in the shop? You know, when they go fucking shopping tomorrow, if they do even get to fucking go out tomorrow, does Phil think there's going to be a fucking lot of options left for Christmas dinner? He's out of his goddamn tiny mind. I don't think he's going to have a lot of fucking choice when he gets to the fucking shops. Holy shit, he's not got a shit prepared already from his last fucking day off? What the fuck is wrong with him?
Recently, we've been eating things like Asian fusion, Japanese, Mexican. We're like, well, what? We don't want to do that, right? So what should we eat on Friday? I don't know yet. We haven't decided. We're going to figure it out. We're going to order some food. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, it should be a good time. It's going to be a great holiday-themed event. Hopefully I don't drink myself under the table. We have, fun with games, chill fun. And by the way, no pressure either. That's the cool thing about that day. These aren't...
He said, by the way, that's another fucking bingo. Fucking hooray for that. Let's fucking tick that shit out. Fucking go. There's the one bingo, but we're getting there. We're 5 away from a fucking full house.
Playthroughs that we have to make major progress in. I don't have to perform. It's just messing around. So we can have a good holiday time, right? It's going to be a good time. I hope you guys will join me for that all-day Friday Phil's annual Marathon Christmas event. Oh, yeah. One other cool thing. I don't have to worry about being banned from a streaming service because I might have said something.
He's seriously still going on about that. That's 2 days in a row. That's 2 days in a row. He is going on. You guys, some of you guys might not be aware of this. Some of you guys might not be aware what Phil's talking about. You go on YouTube. The magic word you type in to get this. So in case you're not sure, let's just see what Phil. Let's just let Phil finish what he's saying here first. That fucking face. Holy fuck. Holy fuck that fucking face. God damn. I'll let Phil say what he had to say first, okay?
You guys will join me for that all-day Friday Phil's annual Marathon Christmas event. Oh, yeah. One other cool thing. I don't have to worry about being banned from a streaming service because I might have said something because I was tipsy. Because on YouTube, they don't fucking do that. On YouTube, what they do is they say, oh, okay, maybe you said something stupid. Let's age restrict your video. Let's take ads off your video. They don't say, hey, let's suspend you from the fucking site for weeks. You know, like a certain other streaming service that's insanely poorly run and unprofessional I would never go back to.
Yeah, DJ Reynolds asking, am I sure I'm on today's podcast? It says live. I mean, let me just fucking see. It says live. This is definitely today's fucking date. Yeah, I think it's definitely today. Well, in case you're not sure what Phil's talking about, back in the day, back on Twitch, let's rewind this like 5 seconds.
YouTube is more about drama and bullshit. I want to watch a drama vlog. Then you go on YouTube. I want to watch some faggot insult some homo. You go on YouTube. I want to watch some guy throw around all kinds of insulting slurs constantly. Well, you go to YouTube.
And that's why Phil loves YouTube now, because he can get away with all those racist slurs and homophobic slurs and sexist, misogynistic slurs and everything else in between. He can be his true, raw, genuine, authentic self, and he doesn't have to worry about YouTube yeeting him off the platform like Twitch did, because Twitch have stricter, protocols in place. Phil the proud ally, of course. Phil the very proud ally to all those, apart from, I'll say, he's not really a proud ally whatsoever. He doesn't give a shit about you, so let's be honest. So yeah, that is why Phil, I can't believe he fucking brought us up 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row he's still bitching and whining about Twitch banning him for saying those things. He is upset not at the fact that he did something wrong and said something horrible. He's upset he got in trouble by Twitch, who held, they stuck to their fucking protocols and their standards. Which is, but bear in mind, Twitch are scummy. Twitch are arseholes. I don't like Twitch whatsoever. I think Twitch are fucking just cunts in general. But yeah, Twitch held him to the standards they have, they set. You can't say that shit on their platform. Phil did. Phil got in trouble for it. That was their process. And he's upset because they, stuck to their fucking protocols and rules that you cannot say that on their fucking platform. Jesus Christ. I need to see it one more time.
They don't fucking do that.
One more time, Phil. Just one more time.
Fun, and by the way, no pressure either. That's the cool thing about that day. These aren't playthroughs that we have to make. You guys will join me for that all-day Friday Phil's annual marathon Christmas event. Oh yeah,
here we go.
One other cool thing. I don't have to worry about being banned from a streaming service because I might have said something because I was tipsy. Because on YouTube they don't fucking do that. On YouTube what they do is they say, oh, okay, maybe you said something stupid. Let's age restrict your video. Let's take ads off your video. They don't say, hey, let's suspend you from the fucking site for weeks. Like a certain other streaming service that's insanely poorly run and unprofessional I would never go back to.
I would like to also point out that Phil was never actually banned from Twitch. So Phil is kind of being disingenuous and deceiving here. He's been quite deceitful. Phil was banned from partnership. Twitch partnership. Phil's had a couple of suspensions a couple of times during his time on Twitch before, but he was never actually outright banned, and still, even when he was fucking departnered from Twitch, he was still not banned. He just refused to go back because they fucking held him to certain standards and he couldn't adhere to it. Phil was just too racist all the time. Phil was just too horrible and toxic all the time. Twitch kept fucking punishing him for some of the stupid shit he said, and instead of Phil fucking trying to watch what he said, he decided, you know what, fuck Twitch. I'm not going to fucking adhere to these fucking rules. These rules are too fucking strict for me. I'm just going to go on YouTube instead where I can say all these fucking things and get away with these fucking things being said. Those guys let me be as racist as I fucking want to be. That's what Phil's thinking.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Then on Saturday the 24th, Christmas Eve, most people would take the day off, but not DSP. Oh no, I'm here for half the day. We're going to be doing the return, after years on hiatus, after years away. It's the return of the King of Christmas simulation in WWE 2K22. How does it work? Well, tomorrow on my day off, I'm going to take about, hour and a half of my day. I'm going to be sitting right here. I'm going to be looking up Christmas-themed content in WWE 2K22. Arenas.
Translation. All the hard work that other people fucking do in the fucking game. So everything other people create for him. He is going to download as much fucking stuff as possible. All the hard work that other fucking people did. He's not going to create anything himself apart from the matches. So he's going to download a whole bunch of shit and try and just make matches out of it to fucking blather over, talk over, fucking do his random fucking gibberish commentary over. Mr. I don't like wrestling anymore is so fucking hate for us. Profiting off the fucking hard work of other people. It's a typical DSP Christmas, everyone.
Characters, titles and matchups, and I'm going to set it all up. Here's how it works. We're going to have a series of qualifying events, likely 3 to 4 qualifying matches that will all be simmed here on DSP Gaming. They're going to run, and it's going to be icons of Christmas duking it out. Okay? Imagine Kevin McAllister, all right, fighting Arnold Schwarzenegger from Jingle All the Way. Imagine Scrooge Ebenezer Scrooge.
Can you say that name one more time, Phil?
Jingle All the Way. Alistair. All right? Fighting
So just say this very carefully, Phil.
Arnold Schwarzenegger from Jingle All the Way.
Okay, he kind of was a bit careful. He kind of was a wee bit careful there, to be fair. He made sure to try to get the E in there as best as possible.
Imagine Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, facing off against Jack Frost. All right? Imagine the abominable snowman, the Bumble, being bounced around by Satan himself. I'm not kidding. This is the kind of stuff that we do in the Christmas Sims. Now, usually, it's not even a one-on-one match. Usually, I try to do like triple threat matches. Okay? So they're going to have a series. There'll probably 3 to 4 qualifier matches. Each one should have a gimmick. Like, one will be like a cage match. One will be a tables match. Okay? The winner of each match then qualifies for the final Sims match, which is a ladder match. The King of Christmas title belt will be suspended above the ring. And the contenders who won the qualifying matches will now be duking it out in this final Extreme Rules match, using weapons, fighting outside and inside the ring, and one person must scale the ladder, reach out, and grab the festive title to become the official King of Christmas 2022. We used to do this every year, and it was always a really fun time, and then we had to stop doing it as the games progressively got worse and then stopped being made. So this year with WWE 2K22 actually coming out, we can actually do it. All right, so I'm excited to do it, and it should be fun. Now, this is only going to be my one stream for the day. That's it. It's just going to be that WWE stream, and then the second half of Christmas Eve, I'm off. I'm going to get food. We're going to have a nice relaxing night here together, and then all day Christmas Day, my one day a year where I actually get to relax. All right, we get back to full-time streaming that Monday the 26th. Monday will be the continuation of God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon Scarlet. I'm undecided on the order. I almost think maybe we should do God of War Ragnarok first. Only that way we can make some major progress in the game rather than it being lingering forever. As for High on Life, you know, it really depends on how long the game is, which we don't know. I don't know, after having played another major stream, how much is left. If we need another major stream of it, then we'll probably do that on Tuesday. All right? But we'll see. And same thing, you know, with more Warzone. There'll probably be another Warzone stream by the end of this week. All right? So basically, fun stuff. All right? I'm excited. This is going to be a great holiday-themed week. Yes, I am technically taking a day and a half off to spend the holiday with my family, but I think you guys understand. I'm pretty sure you guys won't want to be here every day, all day on stream either, and you could be spending time with you and yours, right? I'll do my best to put out fun content for you guys. Now, there's just a couple of quick housekeeping things to talk about before we do shout-outs. My nose is bothering me today, if you can't tell.
I just love that housekeeping translates to you just how can you fucking morons give me money? Guarantee you housekeeping is all about how you can support the fucking stream financially. Let's see.
So, here's the deal. All right? I do have to direct your attention to the members goal for the month, and here's why. We're now at the end of the month. It's now the 20th of December, all right? We have, no exaggeration, 4 days to hit this goal.
Meth Bear's asking, how is Satan related to Christmas? Oh, was that not a Christmas tradition for you? Where Satan came down the chimney and stole your presents? I wonder if Phil got in his head mixed up between Satan and Santa. Part of me wants to fucking believe that Phil completely confused Satan for Santa. Because he is actually that fucking moronic. So I'm just going to assume that Phil was so fucking stupid that he genuinely fucking mixed up Satan for Santa. That's my take. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Because otherwise, what the fuck? As you fucking say, how is Satan related to Christmas? He's fucking no.
That includes today, tomorrow my day off, Thursday, Friday. I'm not even sure if the member bomb that we got expires on the 24th or 25th.
It'll expire on Christmas Day, Phil. So basically, on Christmas Eve, you'll still have your number pretty much as it is now, give or take a few, and then you're off the whole entire Christmas Day. And when you come back after Christmas, then Merry Christmas. You've lost 113 members.
In fact, I guess I can check. Hold on a second. Here's the deal. A month ago, we got a member bomb of about 100 members, okay? That's going to expire sooner rather than later. So if we don't do something about it, meaning if we don't hit this goal, all right, by this weekend, we're not hitting the members goal for December, and that means no Viewer's Choice playthrough that's going to take place starting in January. And that's going to be unfortunate because people love the Viewer's Choice. We haven't done one in so long. Typically what's happened is last year, for example, some of the games we played during the Christmas Marathon, you guys liked so much, you voted it in for Viewer's Choice, and we ended up doing full playthroughs of them, right? That could happen again this year. But we got to see, you know, what's going to happen. So here it is. It actually was, I can tell you, according to what I'm seeing here, it was November 24th. It was November 24th. We were at...
No. I don't know where he's fucking looking, but we know where to fucking look. On the 25th of November, Phil was given 113 members. This information is logged quite accurately by Piece of Peace. I don't know what the fuck Phil's looking at, but all I know is that come the 25th of December, your ass is going to lose this many members. LOL. So yeah. As usual, Phil is talking pish. But that's no real surprise.
352 members, and then I believe it was Email who came around and gifted 100. So we went from 352 to 468 from the 24th to the 25th. That means those will expire this weekend. So if we don't hit the members goal, basically by the end of the Christmas marathon on Friday, we're not hitting the members goal. We're going to lose those 100 members, and that's the end of that. Okay? So if you were thinking of becoming a member, if you were thinking of renewing a membership you had that lapsed, if you were thinking of being generous, 'tis the season, right? To help
Tis the season, shut the fuck up. Damien Anderson says, if the members goal isn't hit, what do you think he's going to do? As everything he's planned can't come true. Let's be honest, everything he's planned, the only thing that's at fucking risk right now is him doing some sort of fucking viewer's choice playthrough. Which isn't that big a fucking deal, because the last time Phil tried to do viewer's choice, it never fucking happened anyway. The big one for Phil was trying to get this current month's playthroughs done, and that happened. There is no real massive loss here. You know, Phil is not going to be too fucking bummed out about the fact that he can't do a viewer's choice playthrough. It just means that he's got more time to dedicate to his fucking playthroughs that he's trying to get through right now. That'll essentially be it. He'll be a bit sad, of course, that he won't hit his members goal if that does indeed happen. But yeah, he's not going to fucking make a huge fucking deal about, you know, not being able to fucking hit the fucking goal for viewer's choice. Put it this way, Phil is due to lose 113 members. Do you think Phil's going to lower the fucking goal by 100 afterwards, like he did last month, to make sure he hit the Christmas goal? Nah, he's not going to do that. He is not going to lower the goal. He has said it's either this or nothing. Because afterwards he said after Christmas, if the goal is not hit, it's going to be impossible to hit, meaning that Phil is not going to lower the fucking goal. Like he did last month, randomly and arbitrarily for some fucking reason. I'm not entirely sure why Phil decided to lower the goal last month when viewers and the fucking membership bombs dropped, but not this month. Maybe that's a question that Snow Carol can ask Phil, and maybe you've got an answer for it, but probably not.
Fellow viewer, and gift some memberships. Now would be the time, whether today, Thursday, or Friday. Essentially, that's it. It has to happen by the end of Friday, okay? Or else we're not going to have a viewer's choice event come January, all right? So, please consider it. Thank you in advance. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Because I said there was two things. Oh, shit. Now I'm going to have a brain fart. Forget it. If it was important, I would remember. All right. So that's it. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for shout-outs. That's correct, Durin. He says, is a gift of membership the same cost as buying one yourself? Yes, it's exactly the same. I think it's $3.99 USD. I don't know what the cost is international, but it's supposed to be under $4 in America, just so you know. Oh, that's what the other thing was. If you are looking to possibly get a gifted membership, because in the next few days I get the feeling there will be a bunch, all right? You can enable gifted memberships through a new way on YouTube. They just instituted this. If you type !gift into the stream chat, there's a link. You can click on that link. That'll have a pop-up on your screen that'll say, would you like to enable gifted memberships for DSP Gaming? You say yes. Now, when the gifted memberships go out, you are eligible. If you do not do that, you are not eligible. Okay. All right. Let's do some shout-outs. We start off today with Apollo 360 XD, who became a member, re-upped their membership, I should say. They said, Phil, I enjoyed your Sly Cooper Let's Play. I did too. I remember the Sly Cooper trilogy. Remember, I bought the HD version for PS3 many, many years ago. And I remember Sly Cooper 1 and 2 being such good games that I kind of went back and almost did. I think I did platinums in both. Didn't I get platinum trophies in both games? And then I went back and replayed them a second time as well. The only one I didn't play again was Sly Cooper 3. But I thought they were really good games for that era. I think that they really fit in and kind of were like they stood as a paramount example of a great action platformer of the PS2 era. And I was glad that I was able to play them. I'm glad that collection came out. So thank you. Happy holidays to you, Apollo. Femboy Baxter did a super chat. I sent an email about a fake me. Femboy, I'm well aware that there was a fake you. I ignored them. Aren't you aware of this? Like, so there was someone who tried to pretend to be you, right? And they did a super chat. And I guess what the concern was is that they're going to try to do something to get you banned or something, get you in trouble. But I knew it wasn't you. You told me right away. So I paid no attention to them. I just ignored them. Yeah, we're good. You don't have to worry. Wait, what? That super chatter was the fake one? This super chatter is the fake one. Seriously? Why did they do that then? Are you saying... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Did you send me an email? Or did the fake one? Alright. Forget it. Everything's fine. Right? Everything's good? Hold on. I emailed you the other day about this. A fake femboy Baxter has used an older account, changed their name, stole my image from my account. After all of that, they went and convinced Swaggins to ban me today. My tag is @femboy_Baxter. I am the original Baxter. That's the email I just got. Wow. That's exciting news. How about this? All right, you ready? You ready? All right, hold on 1 second. So, which femboy Baxter... Excuse me, my hair screwed up. Which femboy Baxter is the real femboy Baxter? Think about this for a second. I don't care. Is it... No. No. Especially not my YouTube holiday week stuff. I don't care. No one cares. This is not heedless, nonsensical drama. Like, who gives a shit? I don't. It's so easy. You just make another account. Just stop fucking around. You know? I'm not going to deal with your nonsense. I'm not going to sit here and pit Baxter versus Baxter in a fucking pit match of Baxters. Right? How about that? Baxter versus Baxter, then I throw in my Baxter Pokemon, and he just fucking does dancing, Festival dancing, peacock fucking wave kicks in your face. Like, who cares? I don't. So, you know, I'm sorry, it's not the right time for drama. Okay? You got problems? Well, we all got problems. I'm not the world's problem solver. Okay? I do my best, but I'm not going to argue with people about who's the real and who's the fake and who's this and who's that. Right? Just, deal with it. Okay. All right, continuing on. Now we get to the tip side of things. We start off tonight, or to this morning, I should say, with a $10 tip. It's Mishael, who says, here's a $10 tip. This should have been your bounty last night in Warzone, but I fell asleep. There you go. So you guys maybe thought, oh, Phil's making that up. No, I wasn't making that up. So thank you, Mishael, for a $10 tip. I appreciate you actually doing that. For the record, I didn't write, like I said, I didn't write down anyone's name. I didn't actually know who said anything. So it's not like I was going to sit here and call people out during the stream and be like, ah, you said this and you're not. You know, I wasn't going to do that. But I appreciate you being a man of your word and tipping the $10 for me making top 10. Thank you for that. Okay. I received...
What the fuck was that noise? Was that a snort? Was that a... What the fuck was this?
Thank you for that.
What was that? What the fuck? Is that a... I'm going to count that as a fucking snort. I don't think it was proper a snort, but I'm fucking counting it as a fucking snort.
Okay. I received a $5 tip from Carliga. So I personally tuned in for God of War for over 40 hours of the playthrough. While it was still a daytime stream, I actually supported your playthrough throughout. You kind of shelved it, and now it's night streams. A ton of viewers like me are not watching it now, and I can't contribute in any way. Please hope you rethink the decision to move the game back to day streams for at least the final segments of the game. We'd really like...
Why won't these fucking ardent fucking viewers watch it on demand? Well, you think these fuckers would have fucking, you know, if they care about Phil in any fucking way, would have watched the fucking night stream on demand content? And maybe fucking tip us, you know, if they want to support Phil financially as well, playing the fucking game, they can tip at any fucking time. This to me sounds like some dent-headed fan is not fucking aware of how they can give Phil money in any sort of fucking manner. I went interrupted the fucking thing, so I just fucking make him read it again.
Stream, I actually support our Liga. So I personally tuned in for God of War for over 40 hours of the playthrough. While it was still a daytime stream, I actually supported your playthrough throughout. You kind of shelved it, and now it's night streams. A ton of viewers like me are not watching it now, and I can't contribute in any way. Please hope you rethink the decision to move the game back to day streams for at least the final segments of the game. We would really like to participate in the live discussion instead of watching a recording of the ending, like you usually do for so many of your longer playthroughs that you complete on night streams only. Thanks. I'll have to think about it, and the thing is, you know, here's a real honest answer about that. As I've told you guys, once the Christmas events are done, now we're basically in a year-end push. And what that means is I got to wrap up all these ongoing playthroughs that I've been doing because I need to do my year-end awards. There's two series. I do the most disappointing games of the year series, and I do the best game, my game of the year awards. If I don't beat the games, how can I do them, right? So there's going to be a big push after Christmas to wrap up these ongoing playthroughs. And I really feel like right now, if I wanted to, I could rate Pokemon Scarlet immediately if I wanted to review the game. Why? Because the game is, it's Pokemon, you know the formula. Is there going to be maybe another twist or a turn or a little bit of extra content between now and the end of the game? Maybe. Is that really going to affect my review of the game? No. It's not. Okay. God of War Ragnarok. The ending could definitively affect my overall feelings on the game. It could. And so, I need to beat the game before I review it, for sure. So that being said, yes, absolutely. There's going to be a push to finish God of War Ragnarok. As I was...
Hooray! He said absolutely. We are fucking closer to a full house bingo. And that is a double bingo for that one, so there you fucking go. Hooray, so here we go. We are 4 away from a full house. Phil has to say unique, interesting, addition, and monetize you. Now, Phil usually does say monetize you right before he goes for his wee fucking piss break as he finishes the podcast part. So I'm quite confident, unless Phil doesn't need a piss today, I'm quite confident he will say monetize you. It's a newest addition to the bingo card. But the other things, fingers crossed.
So that being said, yes, absolutely. There's going to be a push to finish God of War Ragnarok. As I was just saying, what I actually feel I should do is next week after Christmas, I should do a major stream of High on Life paired with Warzone. Then I should do a major stream of God of War paired with a night stream of Pokemon. All right? And then what's going to happen is we're going to flip the streams. Daytime streams exclusively will be God of War and Pokemon, and the night streams will be Warzone and High on Life till I finish High on Life. Once I finish High on Life, then we determine what you guys want as the next playthrough as a night stream. But we've got to make God of War and Pokemon like the focuses, because those are the longest playthroughs going on that have to finish. And you're absolutely right. When you're doing a giant long playthrough of a game and you're getting to the end of an epic story, you absolutely want that to be the highlight of your stream. You don't want that to be the afterthought of a stream. People have been here for 40 hours. They deserve to see the end of the game in prime time with the maximum amount of viewers. So I agree with you there. Okay. Continuing on. Thank you for the tip, by the way. Continuing on. I received a $20 tip from an anonymous tipper who says, I love the podcast and I love your streams. I'm looking forward to your Christmas streams. Thank you. Thank you very much to the anonymous tipper, whoever you are. That is very much appreciated. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the contribution. And I, too, am looking forward very much to the Christmas festivities that will be happening. In particular, I don't remember how Oblivion opens. And I know Fallout 3 is a great game. I just know, sadly, it opens in the freaking vault. We might be stuck in the vault the whole stream. You know. By the way, my nose is congested today, and I don't know why. It's actually pissing me off. Why is my left nostril so stuffy? I don't know what's going on there. Hold on a second, because I'm going to blow my nose again. It's pissing me off. There's the allergy part. Ugh. Being destroyed by that toxic behavior. Big up skiers, Dad. Ugh. That's what this is all about, what it's always been. Okay. Excuse me. Hooey. Whew. All right, let's continue on, shall we? Sorry, my nose is really bothering me. I might have to take an allergy pill today. I don't know what's causing it. My left sinus is swollen. That's it. Huh. Okay, continuing on. I received a $3 tip. So check this out. I don't want to talk about this at length, but I will briefly address it. A $3 tipper, anonymous tipper, I don't think they put their name on there, says the following. Okay? Phil, I'm wondering, before the stream started, has there been any noticeable decrease in trolling since you started mentioning money less on your streams? You still break here and there, which is understandable. This is a new thing for you. But the trolls seem to have let up a little since you started. Love the stream. Ultimately, I don't think I would be able to never mention income because, sadly, you know, that's kind of my thing. I'm a crowdfunding guy, right?
Sadly, that's kind of my thing. I am a money. Sadly, it's kind of my thing to fucking talk about fucking money and getting it from you guys all the fucking time. Also, since you started mentioning money, the only thing that Phil has started is there is one thing Phil has drastically reduced mentioning and talking about. Do you want to know what that is, guys? Bills. He still talks about money quite a bit. It's just he's kind of changed the kind of wording in some sort of capacity. He will say support. He'll fucking say support every single goddamn day. And obviously it means, obviously, there wasn't enough support for some games, he will fucking bring it up. But I will give Phil the smallest bit of credit. He does not talk about bills nearly as much as before. That is the one thing. That's me being nice to Phil. It's Christmas after all. He does not actually talk about bills as much. For now.
How do I make a living? With crowdfunding income. So I have to remind you guys, hey guys, there's ways to contribute, right? Here's how you contribute. Here's what you get for it. Here's a goal we're trying to reach for a membership, etc. I have to mention these things. It's just part of the necessary evil of being someone like me who doesn't have any sponsorships, no partnerships, not running any major ad campaigns or anything like that, no product placements, no shilling. I have to mention that this is how I make a living. However,
well, I have none of those things either, Phil. You don't see me fucking shilling. And then again, I've got a full-time fucking job, so I don't fucking need to fucking get money from people. So there you fucking go. Jesus, man. You really, just, Phil, if you want to enjoy streaming more, just get a job. Do YouTube as a hobby. You'd be far less fucking stressed, pal, honest. I've got a job, it's got a fucking pension plan, everything, it's got some benefits to it, you know what I mean? All these fucking wee perks to it, you know, things like, oh, discounts on this and that, it's fucking great shit.
However, I made a concerted effort to stop trying to be bothered by it, to stop mentioning it, and to essentially just roll with it for the last month and a half. This all started about a month and a half ago when there was so much crap, negative crap, being thrown my way on the internet. There was major YouTubers bringing me up in a negative light, and it was pissing me off, and I publicly requested to be interviewed. Okay? At that time, a bunch of drama queen idiots came out of the woodwork to try to say they wanted to interview me. Fuck them. I was never going to do that with them anyway. I know their game. A few legitimate YouTubers reached out to me, of which I am currently still in talks. There's been no definitive decision yet. As I told you guys, it was always going to be when I have time. I still don't have time. Look where we are. We're trying to wrap up these giant playthroughs, do my year-end series. So there just hasn't been any opportunity to really discuss it with anyone yet. Okay? But basically, as all that was going on, all right, you know, I got called out by a couple bigger YouTubers. In particular, one of the ones that I talked about was Moist Critical, where he was like, oh, this guy, all this guy's about is money. Take a look at his stream. It's his whole shit. All he mentions is he needs to raise this, he needs to raise that, he needs to buy this, he needs to buy that, yada, yada, yada. He's like, no one does that except him. You know, it's gross or whatever. And, you know, it is what it is. And when he said that, it hit home. Because here's the thing. For those of you who regularly are on my streams and are actual fans of my content, right? You know that that is not the end all and be all of who I am. You know that, right? You know that, you know, I'm here to put out a different kind of...
Phil, it shouldn't be any of it. No, just because it makes up a fucking small proportion of your fucking overall content for the fucking hours of fucking nonsense, meaningless fucking drivel you put on your fucking channel on a daily fucking basis, doesn't mean it should just fucking just let it pass. No, you shouldn't be fucking mentioning it, Phil. Fucking stop. You were called out for it, rightfully fucking so, you got ashamed, and yes, you seem to have fucking, for now anyway, heeded the fucking lesson and not talked about those particular fucking things as much. Do you still ask for money on a fucking regular basis? Of course you fucking do. And to be honest, I don't know if fucking, you know, it's not actually that bad. Sometimes you're fucking bad for it. Sometimes you're fucking non-stop saying, by the way guys, it's like fucking, you know, an hour gone and nobody's fucking tipped much or whatever, or a support strike. Those kind of things you need to fucking cut out. You still won't do that though because it's fucking ingrained in you. It's like fucking instilled in your fucking DNA just to fucking beg as the fucking stream goes on. But you have stopped mentioning fucking bills as what's not shit, you know, which is fucking fair play. But nah, you shouldn't be fucking mentioning that shit to begin with in the fucking first place. You were called out for it by everybody, big and small time, rightfully fucking so. And yeah, you got fucking mocked for it, rightfully fucking so. Just because it makes up a fucking small part of your overall content doesn't mean just by. We'll just say, we're not ignoring the rest of your fucking content, we're saying this one small snippet shouldn't be happening in the fucking first place. And Phil's missing that. Phil's thinking, oh, they'll only pay attention to this small bit of my fucking content and then ignoring the most of what I do, and it's not very fair, you know, I'm more than that. But it shouldn't be fucking getting brought up by him in the fucking first place. I cannot emphasise that enough.
A product and most content creators, you know that I'm in a situation where, sadly, this is my income, and sometimes things are tight, and when things start to feel tight, then I start to feel pressure. When I start to feel pressure, that's when I start to crack, and I start mentioning income more. It's a bad slippery slope, right? And admittedly, you know, for a few months there, it got real bad. When I was playing Scorn in particular, you know, I said dumb things I shouldn't have said because I was really upset and feeling pressure at the time, financially, and it really hurt me. The trolls came by and just trolled the fuck out of me that night, and it made me crack, and made me say dumb things. That was very bad, you know. And basically, when Moist Critical called me out on it, I was like, so here's the thing. Now, because he did that, okay, that's literally what the vast majority of newcomers to YouTube and the internet are going to think. Because he's one of the big-time daily vloggers, daily news, you know, coverers. He's one of the guys. Millions of views every day on every video he puts out. So just someone who's on YouTube, oh, who's Dark Side Phil. First thing I heard about him from Moist Critical is that he's a scumbag who all he cares about is money, and all he talks about is money constantly. And again, if you attended my streams, you would know that's not the case, but that's the impression that gets put out on the internet. All right? Now, it's funny, because I outright said, hey, if he wants to say stuff like that, maybe he should interview me. If he's one of these guys who's going to come out and make statements like that, perhaps he should interview me. To which he completely declined. Oh, I'm not gonna.
Why the fuck should he? Why the fuck? What would he gain? What would be in it for him to fucking spend any fucking time giving you possible time to breathe over his fucking channel? No, you fucking don't deserve that sort of fucking opportunity, Phil. No, he said his opinion on you and left it at that. He gave you amazing advice. That fucking advice hit home hard for you. You fucking changed, or tried to fucking change how much you fucking beg. You should be thanking him for his kind words and not fucking taking a fucking shot at him for refusing to interview the fucking mighty DSP. No, I'm seeing that as him taking a shot at the guy. He is absolutely fucking taking a fucking swing at him there. Let's hear that again.
If you attended my streams, you would know that's not the case, but that's the impression that gets put out on the internet. All right? Now, it's funny, because I outright said, hey, if he wants to say stuff like that, maybe he should interview me. If he's one of these guys who's going to come out and make statements like that, perhaps he should interview me. To which he completely declined. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Of course not. He's the kind of guy on a daily basis, he'll just make quips about people to get a rise from his audience and then move on to the next topic. He's not someone who's looking to go in depth about anything. He's not anyone who really cares to go in depth.
I think that's quite disingenuous, to be honest. I don't think that's very fair of Phil to say that about Moist, because to be fair, I don't follow Moist. It's kind of weird. I remember this kind of swings back round to Dark Viper stuff. A few months ago, Dark Viper got himself in some hot water, and it was related to Moist as well. And it's one of those things where just opinions just clash at times, whatever. And there was a wee kind of bit of a thing where Dark Viper and Moist were kind of like, you know, there was interesting back and forth there. But the fact of the matter is, the two of them talked, you know, off fucking no interview happened. At least no behind the scenes, just to fucking blethered it out and whoever fucking hashed it out. And then the end, it's one of those things where things were cleared up. And I think Moist actually was on Viper's channel for one of the things he does. You know, like some wee game he does, whatever. You know, so it's one of those things where we're able to talk or whatever as well, and they were able to talk about a lot of different things, not just about the thing they disagreed on, but so many different things. That showed me that Moist also, well, if it's something he is invested enough in terms of, like, you know, he's not just going to dismiss it randomly, arbitrarily. It's one of those things where if it is something that's worth talking about, he will take the time to look into it more. You know, that was my impression I got anyway from from Moist Critical, Charlie, whatever you call him. And get me, I don't follow fucking Moist Critical or anything. I don't really pay attention to that. You know, I only knew all that happening because I fucking watched Dark Viper stuff. You know, I mean, just some of the stuff anyway. So that's what I'm saying. I got a general overall impression that Moist, when he fucking wants to kind of take the time to look into these things, you know, will, if he think it's worth it, he will. So Phil saying this seems quite disingenuous and unfair, in my opinion. Let me rewind it just one more time to see, just get the full thing.
He should interview me. To which he completely declined. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Of course not. He's the kind of guy on a daily basis, he'll just make quips about people to get a rise from his audience and then move on to the next topic.
That's just so disingenuous and fucking unfair, Phil. You don't even... I don't know why he's fucking... Oh, Jesus, man.
Money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Prophet for Super Chat. It says, the people who want to interview Phil, he refuses. The people who want nothing to do with Phil, he pesters, insults and attacks. Pretty fucking much, yeah. Obviously, Phil's obviously trying to clout chase as much as fucking possible, and obviously, if Phil had managed to fucking get an interview with fucking Moist, that'd be fucking door signs in Phil's eyes. Like, I fucking got on his channel and I'm doing an interview, hooray, he's so fucking big YouTuber, big time YouTuber. Fuck off, Phil. But no, I just think it's very unfair for Phil to just dismiss Moist Critical as somebody who's only caring about fucking, you know, talk of the day kind of stuff, where I've genuinely fucking witnessed him going back and forth on topics on, you know, like the morality of React content. I think that was the fucking subject at hand, like the morality of React content and how React content creators, some of them anyway, are kind of destroying YouTube or whatever kind of that was, like Viper's fucking stance anyway. And to a point, there was certainly some valid points in there, like XQC is like some garbage kind of React content person who barely puts any effort into fucking the React content. He'll sometimes sit there watching a React video and he'll just fucking throw fucking food in his face while he's watching it without any fucking feedback or commentary whatsoever, and that'll be his video for the day. and people fucking give him like billions of fucking views. And at times it's like, okay, some of that stuff is garbage content to an extent for sure. So that's why fucking Viper like was like saying, oh, this kind of content, this React content is kind of hurting YouTube in a sense and hurting people trying to do YouTube, and it got taken as him just attacking React content in general, I think, which was how the whole thing kind of stemmed in the first place, with fucking Moist Critical getting involved, because he's also to an extent reactionary content creator at times. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, I just think Phil is naturally dismissive. But as soon as he couldn't get what he wanted from Moist Critical, Phil throws that bastard under the bus. Oh, he's just somebody that just reacts to, and then moves on. No, fuck off, Phil. You didn't get what you wanted, but you don't have to fucking throw the guy under the bus just because he wants nothing to do with your fucking sorry ass.
He's not someone who's looking to go in depth about anything. He's not.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You're speaking out of your arse, Phil. You're genuinely speaking out your arse now. Fuck off.
Who really cares to go in depth. To him, I made the reference, I made the joke, I took the jab, we're done, we move on. Why is he going to interview me? He's not even known as an interviewer. But that's the point I'm trying to make on YouTube. There's so many people who want to make the quick joke at my expense, insult me, but don't know the real me, don't know the truth behind the memes, the truth behind all the slander, the conspiracy, the nonsense thrown my way on a daily basis. They don't know. And so to them, just make the joke, haha, who cares if it hurts them at their expense? Who cares, right? Why do you think some days I'm in situations where I feel so financially pressured I got to talk about money all day because people hate me because of bullshit like that? So Moist Critical, as much as I don't blame him for saying shit like that, okay? Sadly, I feel like he does have some lack of self-awareness, because imagine if someone just slandered him all day long, how would he feel, right?
I think he probably gets that more often than you do, pal. He's a big fucking YouTuber and he's probably got his fair share of critics and haters. So, yeah, well, Jesus Christ, man, this is incredible copium from Phil, man. He's like, oh, these other fucking guys don't know the fucking pain I'm going through and all that shit. They're so mean to me, and they really, I wanted them to interview me, and they won't interview me, so he's so mean now, and fuck that guy anyway, he's not fucking good anyway, and all that shit, and he doesn't really care about going in depth and anything. Fuck off, Phil. This is so fucking just... This whole podcast has been an absolute fucking shit show. It really has been. Let's just fucking get on
Especially
it.
if he was actually in a bad position where he wasn't making the money he's making, and now he's actually being concretely hurt when everyone name drops him in a negative light. I think if he saw from that perspective, he'd feel a little different. The thing is, he doesn't. He's at top. So I used to be the same. When I used to be one of the top gaming YouTubers, I was the same. My shit doesn't stink. I talk shit about everyone. Who cares, right? So I'm not going to blame the guy. I'm not talking shit about him. He can do whatever he wants. But when he said that publicly, and people called me out for, oh, did you hear what he said? That hurts. I'm like, I don't want everyone on the internet to think I'm just some guy who all day is talking about making money on my streams. That's the last thing I want. So I actively in the last month and a half tried to change that. And it's not always, but basically, a situation where I'm concerted effort to try to reduce the nonsense. And I hope you guys have seen that. And certainly I hope that you've, enjoyed the change in the last month and a half. I have. And the truth is, because the person here tipping is asking, have you seen a distinct decline in trolling? Here's what I've seen. I'm just focused on my stuff, and basically there's really nothing coming over to my content anymore. If you haven't noticed, there's no big giant detractor meme shit anymore. If someone makes a video, I don't even know about it, nor do I give a fuck. I pay no attention. I'm just here to chill, and as long as I'm having fun, you guys are having fun, and we're enjoying the holidays together, and we're enjoying games together, and everything just goes hand in hand, then why am I going to stress out about anything out there? I'm certainly believe that there probably are people still on a daily basis saying horrible things about me. I don't care. I'm not going to let it bother me because that doesn't affect me. I have a dedicated...
But it does affect you, though. You just fucking said 30 seconds ago what Moist Critical said hurt you. So it does affect you, clearly. You dumb mother... Just make up your mind. Make up your fucking mind, Phil. Does it affect you or no?
Audience here who love what I do and support me. Why the fuck would I care what some Joe Nobody says about me on the fucking internet? I don't, right? It's hilarious to me that I have a regular viewer base of a few hundred people on a stream, right? Maybe between a few hundred to 1,000 people every video. So not a lot. So let's be honest. I'm not huge on the internet. I don't even get 1 million views a month on my DSP gaming channel. I just don't. But I have more support from my audience than people who have 5 to 10 times as big of an audience. I do. And they have to make ends meet. They have to take the sponsorships. They have to shill. They have to do all that shit. And I don't have to do that. Because the people who are here like me for me, like my content for what it is. They understand how it's different, and that's why they support it. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank you for that. I'm doing my best now to change for the better and not be constantly mentioning the bullshit, the income. You don't need to know about that, right? Even if things are bad for me this week. What if things are tight and bills can't be paid or whatever? Do you need to fucking know that? Of course you don't. Only if there's like an emergency situation, like my car is breaking down and now I can't pay for it or something. That's a little different. That's like an extenuating circumstance. You don't need to know week to week what the hell's going on with this shit behind the scenes. It's none of your business regardless. Why am I making it your business? I'm happy Voice Critical called me out on it, because even though I do feel it's unfair because he doesn't want to hear the whole story and hear the true perspective of what's going on, at the same time, it's an awareness moment for me to say, okay, time to cut the bullshit. If there's mainstream people out there portraying me as this to the internet, I've got to make an active effort to stop, so that if people say that and they go see my content, they're like, well, what are they talking about? He's not doing that, right? So there you go. I got to do my best to improve. I've been trying. I'm not perfect. I definitely slip from time to time, but I hope that you've seen the difference. And yes, I feel like there's been less negativity towards the streams and me in general. Again, I don't watch the negative outside shit. I'm just ignoring it. But for the most part, I do think that things have gotten better. Yes. Okay. I received a $5 tip. And by the way, Jade, I see that you did contribute. I'll shout that out in a moment. Don't worry. I see your message. I got a $5 tip from Carliga. Says, to answer your dilemma, I think you are a pendulum swinging between two styles of streaming, making decisions based on both. Your new style is I'm taking my time with the game, while your old style is rushing through for views on a new game. Problem is, since you still want to play the new games and get them kind of day of release views, you constantly have to shuffle your ongoing playthroughs to night streams and skip multiple days of streaming the playthroughs, which kills your momentum and then quite rapidly and prolongs them way too much. For major AAA releases like God of War, I think you need to spend more time on them and play consecutive days instead of rotating them with other playthroughs and newer releases or either all the playthroughs.
What? Well, that was a very detailed analysis, and from what I could understand, if I can start with it anyway, it was quite spot on. I couldn't understand fucking the end of that whatsoever. I actually might need to fucking rewind that and just slow it down, just to make sure I don't miss anything in the fucking bingo card.
I got a $5
Okay, hang on, hold on. I'm gonna have to fucking slow this down, guys, to 0.75. Bear with me just for this one.
tip from Carliga. Says, to answer your dilemma, I think you are a pendulum swinging between two styles of streaming, making decisions based on both. Your new style is I'm taking my time with the game, while your old style is rushing through for views on a new game. Problem is, since you still want to play the new games and get them kind of day of release views, you constantly have to shuffle your ongoing playthroughs to night streams and skip multiple days of
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that so far. That's actually a very good analysis and observation.
streaming the playthroughs, which kills your momentum and then quite rapidly and prolongs them way too much. For major AAA releases like God of War, I think you need to spend more time on them and play consecutive days instead of rotating them with other playthroughs or newer releases or either older playthroughs.
The last 5 words weren't fucking words in my opinion. But there you fucking go. I don't think we missed anything on the card. Although I could just say, hey, it looked like he said. What's the one thing we think Phil might not say? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I was going to just tick off random things. Oh shit, I think Phil said that and that gibberish. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. 1.25 speed.
The truth is, there's just no perfect way to do it. No matter what, you're going to disappoint some people. If I just played God of War for a straight week, everyone who was watching those other playthroughs would have been pissed, and other playthroughs that came out around that time, like Sonic Frontiers, would have been skipped, and everyone would have been upset with me. All right? I did. You might not realize this. I did play God of War a ton at release. I played it the entire release day, and then I did it as a major stream 2 to 3 more times that release week. That first week of playing it, I played like 12, 13 hours, so a fourth of the game within the first week. And then I cut back when people wanted other things, you see? So there's just no way to please everyone. I do my best. Thank you for the tip. I received a $2.20 tip from Fandango, which says, happy holidays. I always wondered about your transition from on-demand content to live streaming. What were the hardest parts of transitioning? It seems like when you were streaming, you need to be more strict with time and demand that you can record and finish and playing at any time. That is absolutely correct. When I used to be someone who did stuff on demand instead of live streaming, I didn't have to schedule it, and I could upload at any point when I wanted during the day. In fact, sometimes I would take breaks at various different times of the day. When I was hungry, I had to pee, I could just do it whenever I wanted. I didn't have to worry about, oh no, everyone, I gotta pause the stream, and now you gotta wait for me to come back, and now there's a commercial break, and everyone's upset because where'd Phil go? And so there was no pressure because any day, as long as I was putting out enough videos and uploading to YouTube, no one really cared. As long as they came out on DSP Gaming, the reviews, and it would just make enough money that I could make a living. I didn't have to worry about being a time and place here or there. And sometimes I could even upload way more in advance and have it come out scheduled later, so I could have some time off to go on a vacation or go to a tournament or actually go to like a convention. I had time to do that because I had other videos that were always coming out. But now today that I'm a full-time streamer, I can't do that because I have to adhere to a schedule because people want to be here live, and the live viewers are actually people who support me the most in a lot of cases. So I have to be here and have a consistent schedule, and it really did change my mind about how this content creation thing works, and it made me have to be more professional about it.
Shut the fuck up!
Thanks, Fandango. The next tip, $2.50. Do you think it's unfair to say people were being dishonest? No. Thank you for the anonymous tip. Moving on. The next tip, I'm not even going to read the rest. I just don't care. Trying to cause drama. A dollar tip from Snow Carl. Oh, excuse me. A dollar tip from Snow Carl. Ah! Okay. Snow Carl asked the following. In response to your thoughts on taking about support, why do you think so many people tip anonymously now as compared to back on Twitch, and also due to trolling, do you think that there's a winning concept? Yes. Okay, let's move on. So on the YouTube side of things, okay, I'm gonna answer the question. Yeah, a lot more people do anonymous tips now. There's two reasons. Number one is because your name just doesn't come through automatically anymore. When you tip via the method via PayPal, you have to actively type out your name. I just think a lot of people forget. Because they forget, I just say it's anonymous tip. There's no name attached to it, right? But on the flip side of that, yeah, I think a lot of people, they want to contribute, they want to support, they want to get a question out, but they don't necessarily want their name tossed out there. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, let's be honest. There's so many nut jobs and idiots on the internet. Oh, you're supporting a streamer? Let me go harass you on the internet now because I can find your Facebook that's tied to your Instagram and your TikTok and make nasty comments, and I'll message your mother and say, do you know that John Jones tipped $5 to a streamer named Darkside Phil, and Darkside Phil is a scammer and a pedophile and a horrible person who plays mobile games all day?
Sounds pretty fucking accurate to me. Yeah, that's pretty much what you are.
I wish I was exaggerating, but that very thing has happened. I'm not even kidding you. That was actually a true story, what I just did.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty certain that happened as well, because I think somebody gave Phil like a huge fucking contribution, and there's someone in Kiwi Farms found out who they were on their Facebook, because their fucking username wasn't that fucking unique or anything. And so they literally were like, you know, do you know your son's fucking... It's some young guy as well, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like somebody's like... So yeah, I think they actually did get in touch with a fucking mother, you know, or the father or something like that. It's, you know your boy's just fucking giving some random fucking creepy bastard on the internet like fucking $200 or something. And I can't remember the exact thing, but yeah, this definitely happened. And obviously, in terms of like, you know, someone's mother getting in touch with Phil or whatever as well, Derek stole his mother's credit card and then used that to give Phil money back on during those Twitch days. And the rumour is, the popular theory is, that Derek's mother has talked to Phil behind the scenes and come to some sort of strange little agreement where he will tolerate Derek on his streams and put up with him and talk to him. And so, just to make sure there will be no fucking further issues between Derek's mother and Phil regarding money. No, Demon Righteous says someone messaged Jax Ractor's mother. I didn't know that one. I did not know that one. Although, Jax Ractor, this is a motherfucker. This guy is trying to buy his own fucking car. Same guy gives Phil like $1,000 in one fucking go for Street Fighter. Well, I guess I can't afford that new car anymore, but at least I gave Phil money for Street Fighter.
I'm not kidding. That's a true story, what I just did. Now, I just want you to think about something. You're someone, let's just say you know nothing about internet streamers. Nothing. Okay? And you know, you're someone who has a family, maybe you got a couple kids, and you go to your job or whatever. One day, you come home, you're like, I'm going to open my Facebook, see how my family's doing around Christmas. You open up your Facebook, you got a message. And you open it up, and it's from, like, Snort Burnell. And you click on it. Are you aware that your nephew Timmy tipped Darkside Phil $5, and that Darkside Phil is a scammer and a pedophile?
Okay, I'm pretty certain, I'd like to believe that nobody has ever got in touch with somebody's family over $5. I don't think any detractor has ever kind of done what Phil was trying to allude to here. Not for $5 fucking dollars. Also, shout out to Snort Burnell. There's some free publicity right fucking there.
And he plays mobile games. How would you react? You're a normal person. You don't know anything about internet streaming. You don't know what, you know, who I am. You know, and this is what you're getting. How do you react to that exactly? You see? So you see the point I make about this nonsense? Is it's so ridiculously, you know? This is what they do. This is literally what they do. Like, what? You know? Anyway. I'm just saying, that's not exactly what happened, but that kind of thing has happened. Like, this is why I tell you guys that I talk to people outside of the hemisphere of internet content creation. Normal people who have normal lives. They don't have time to be dealing with this nonsense because they're too busy with important shit on planet Earth. They can't be dealing with this internet drama all day because they're normal people who do important things with their time. You know, they're too busy to be dealing with this. And then this effect, they hit with it and they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, what kind of a fucking moronic, brain dead, mouth drooling loser would waste their time with this shit on the internet? That's how normal people think of them. Normal people don't act, you know, don't think about this shit. And, oh, my nephew sent a $5 tip to a streamer. No. They think, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Who is this idiot? And then, you know what, the first thing they do, block. And then they move on with their day. They just, you know. Anyway, let's get to the YouTube side of stuff here, because I know there's a few things I'm backed up on. So Jade has re-upped his membership at the super supporter level. All right. And then did a $10 super chat and says, accidentally unsubscribed to the channel by misclicking, so cannot chat for 24 hours. That sucks. I wish there was a way I could manually undo that. But doing the sub-only mode, I can't. Like, I have to leave sub-only mode on. You guys know how bad it was before I had sub-only mode here. How the insane amount of robot accounts and troll accounts that came in would just flood the channel, and we couldn't even talk, right? It was just nonsense nonstop. The moderators were like, what is this, hell on earth? Yeah, it was. It was just uncontrollable. And so the moment that we got the sub mode, it fixed all of that. Thank God, hallelujah. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you get an idiot, but if you haven't noticed, even then, even the idiots who were doing concerted effort, they're gone. They don't even care anymore. So this has been much better. But definitely, it sucks when someone accidentally, you're not the only person, you know, Derek has done it. I think Plum Girl did it once. A few people have done this over the year, and you just can't talk for 24 hours in the chat, and it really stinks. And I apologize for that, obviously. The good news is, I'm not here tomorrow anyway. So you'll be missing today's streams, but you're obviously not missing anything for tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Thursday fresh for the Christmas week. So I look forward to speaking with you again, Jade. Christmas, you know, when you can talk again. I'm really sorry that happened. That sucks. You know I love having you as part of the streams. Rotom Electric did a super chat. It says, Swag is a great mod. DSP, do you have thoughts on Shantae? You know, I never played it. I know about Shantae. I know it's supposedly a well-regarded, very highly praised platformer franchise, but I just never played it. So I can't really comment on it, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Rotom Electric. Barely Legal did a $2 super chat. It says, 3 excellent verses. I assume he's talking about me speed talking here, which I can do sometimes if I have a long answer that I need to give on a stream. Very good. Okay, heading back, because I know, guys, I know the podcast needs to end, but more tips came in. I have to shout them out. We got a $50 tip. Yes, a $50 tip.
Which fucking Lisa Lou? It's probably Lisa Lou again. So I'm not sure if my first 3 tips went through properly. My bank's saying I might not have. So here's another $50 just in case, Phil. Go on, be Lisa Lou.
For an anonymous tipper. It says, I've been keeping up with your channel for a long time now, ever since like back in the day your Fallout 3 playthrough. Not consistently, but I pop my head in every now and then. Thank you for so many years of entertainment. I just recently watched your React content that you did on some previous issues. I love how you take accountability and show new light on certain things. It's just really good content. Well, thank you so much, anonymous $50 tipper, who has not only said some very nice words about me. Happy holidays to you, obviously, but thank you also for time to time coming back and watching and seeing how different things are today, you know, honestly, right? Like this year, I really feel 2022 was an eye-opening year for me, realizing what works, what doesn't, some things that can be changed up, some things that can be refreshed, a change of attitude in a lot of ways, right? And I'm very happy that people are seeing this. And again, here's the thing, okay? I have a group of supporters that is not a ginormous group of people, all right? If you were to take all my supporters who watch my live streams and my on-demand videos, I would argue 5,000 people. And that might even be a very generous estimate.
It's extremely fucking generous. Jesus Christ. You gave that shit 4 figures. Really, Phil? 4 fucking figures. Really? You're that fucking... No, fuck the fuck off. 5,000. Try dividing that by at least 5. And then maybe divide that again in half.
I would gather 5,000 people across the world really like me and my content and want to follow me no matter where I go and want to support me no matter where I go. Okay? But because I have that 5,000 person support group, all right, I'm able to continue to do what I love, show my passion for games and just in general, you know, streaming and being interactive with you guys as an audience. And basically, I'm very appreciative that there are people who maybe aren't even watching everything every once in a while, but every once in a while they'll come back and say, hey, I really like this, right? So, that being said, the fact that I have such a smaller viewer base, but I have such a large support group is amazing, right? And, you know, when you say something like that, you know, you used to watch me back in the day, every once in a while you come back, now you're watching my React content, you're seeing how things have changed and evolved over the years, and you like that. Thank you, because that's exactly what I'm going for. You know, I want to evolve with the times. I don't want to be the same guy who I used to be. I want to change and get better and put out interesting, better content for you. I think the React stuff this year was
Interesting. Phil said interesting. We're getting there, guys. We're getting fucking closer. That is another fucking bingo that we have got on our fucking hands. Thank fuck for that.
definitely a humongous step in the right direction. Okay? And as I said, as I'm getting older, I will not be able to do this all the time. I'm not going to be able to constantly be playing games. But I can react and I can do vlogging and I can do podcasting and I can do other things. I'm not saying that I'm going to completely not do games. That's ridiculous. I'm a gamer for life. But, you know, you got to be a realist along with everything.
Did you just fucking say gamer for life? Jesus fucking Christ, for you not in fucking Grove Street here. Grove for life, you know? No, not Phil. Jesus Christ, man. There's nothing wrong with enjoying games, even if you're fucking old, but for fuck's sake, Phil, you clearly are enjoying it far less than usual. Clearly. Even your own audience and fans are seeing this and they're fucking telling you this in fucking super chatted messages, which you then immediately fucking ban because you think they're being just mean and nasty, when they're just telling you a fucking observation. Fucking moron, man. Erie's asking, shouldn't my bingo card have robust on it somewhere? Just asking. I don't. It used to be part of the big list. It used to be on there. But Phil does not say it too much anymore. In fact, I can show you this. I can prove this to you if you want very quickly. So, if we type in robust here and we type in podcast, you'll see how many times Phil has mentioned the word robust in the... See, it's very rarely. He said it once so far this month, on the 13th of December. The last time he said it on a podcast was... Before that was the 5th of October. And then the 30th of September. It does not say it a huge amount anymore, which is why it is not a part of the card anymore. Because he phased out that phrase for some random reason. He used to say it a fair bit, kind of, even then, even over the summer, I didn't say it a huge amount. Yeah, but Phil does not say it a huge amount on the fucking podcast. We say it a lot because we make fun of Phil Fit. He says it a lot when he's talking about food sometimes, you know? But yeah, he rarely says it on his actual podcast, so there you go.
Else going on. 40 years old. Just this weekend, I played Street Fighter all weekend. My hand was throbbing by the time I finished my third stream of Street Fighter 6. I can't do this all the time. I gotta do other stuff, you know? But thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the kind words. And thank you for that very generous tip. I received a $2 tip from Carliga. Again, you actually provided the solution just now. The pacing is off. In the first week, you got through 25% of the game. Then in a whole month and a half, another 50. In a nutshell, the progress slowed way down too much and viewership has dropped. That's why I recommend to plan out the overall schedule for a month instead of doing it week by week and losing track. The problem there, Carliga, is on any given week, you don't know what's going to come out. You don't know what's going to be good that people want. For example, here's a perfect example of that, okay? Originally, I was going to do Evil West. I looked into the games that were coming out. Everyone was saying that Pokemon Scarlet was going to run like shit and look terrible. And judging by that and that there was a new game franchise coming out called Evil West, I'm going to play Evil West. And Evil West is a shorter game. That's great. It'll give me more time and opportunity to focus on other things. What happens? Everyone rallies and says, don't play Evil West. Play Pokemon. What are you doing? We want Pokemon. Why would you play Evil West over Pokemon? Throws a monkey wrench into my plans. You know what I mean? It's like that's just how it is. That's the nature of being a streamer, is that you don't really know what's going to be good and what's not, what your audience is going to want. You can't really predict that. And quite frankly, you just got to kind of be able to be adjustable on the fly. It just so happens that with all the other stuff that was going on during the same month as God of War Ragnarok, you know, Sonic Frontiers, man, people wanted to see Sonic Frontiers. They were so inquisitive if the game was going to be any good. Being the first 3D Sonic game in years and the last few have been terrible, you know, it was exciting to actually play it and experience that firsthand with many people. A lot of people supported that playthrough, you know? So if I played Sonic Frontiers a month later, no one probably would have cared. You see, the truth is, there's no proper way to do it. As long as I'm someone who's going to strive to cover the major new releases like I do, I'm never going to be able to satisfy everyone, because there's always going to be someone who's upset that I'm not playing what they want at a particular time. You see, I feel like the way I'm playing the game, at the very least, I'm able to give God of War enough attention to cover the major things in it that I want to cover. And at the same time, I still haven't really missed anything major that I wanted to do. So I'm doing the best I can. But I agree, there's some people who are always going to be upset that I'm not covering it in a certain way. And, you know, again, this is a learning process. I'm not perfect. I think over time, things will get better or worse, depending. You have to figure stuff out. Okay? Dude, I need to end the podcast, but tips keep coming in. We got another tip, a $1 tip. Fandango says, no shit, people are calling you a pedophile. Oh, that's an old one. Dude, that's a super old one. I'm not even kidding you. That was over a decade old. Over a decade ago, people said shit like that. It's completely false. There's no facts whatsoever. That's why they just say it, and then there's nothing to substantiate it, but they just say it.
Okay. So, in case nobody else is aware why we call Phil a paedophile sometimes, there's question marks over how old Liana was when Phil first got in touch with Liana. Liana was 18 years old by the time that we were first introduced to her on Phil, on Phil's channel. She was like 18 and a half. But she was like 8 at that time. But by the look of things, they had known each other for a fair while. They were quite intimate with each other at that fucking point in time. So it's one of those things like, how long did Phil wait until, it was like one of those things. There's always been question marks where Phil groomed her, essentially, because she might have been 17 at the time of them talking. And so when she turned legal, Phil might have just fucking made his move after fucking talking to her initially. That's why there is hints that Phil groomed her. Now, nothing concrete, nothing, there is, as Phil says, no evidence for this. It's just one of those kind of things where question marks were raised. She was barely 18, he was like 30 at the time, yeah, exactly. But, it's one of those things where... I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think, even though fucking Liana's long gone as well, and I don't think... I don't know. It's fun to kind of say it to Phil, it's fun to insinuate he might have been fucking doing something dodgy, but it's one of those things, I don't know. It's one of those ones where it's possible that fucking she started talking to him when she was still 17. It's very possible she was keep in mind, she was a fan. She was actually a genuine fan of Phil as a content creator. She actually liked Darkside Phil, the YouTuber, before the person also. And I think she was the one that initiated the contact. I think she slid into his DMs on YouTube when YouTube still had messages you could fucking send people at a time. So I think she might have initiated contact, which might mean that who knows. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
They've been doing that for a decade. They used to say I was a cult leader. I'm not shitting you. DSP leads a cult of children.
Yeah, Phil, that is kind of true. You fucking act at a fucking goddamn cult. You're not allowed to fucking speak out against you. Anytime anyone fucking goes at a fucking line, is usually fucking cast out from the fucking group. Yeah. You are essentially a fucking cult leader, Phil. We do not fucking deny calling you that because that's how you fucking act towards your fucking goddamn audience.
Children on the internet. Don't you see? Who else would watch that kind of content? It's a bunch of dumb children who follow DSP, and he's leading them like the Pied Piper. He's leading them into a life of degradation and debauchery. I'm not.
Okay, hang on a second. This is too much fun. Too much fun to have with this fucking gesture here. Too much fun. But this is going on longer than usual. But I don't fucking care, man. I'm getting a fucking full house at this if I can.
Who else would watch that kind of content? It's a bunch of dumb children who follow DSP, and he's.
So I just want to do this, so I'm going to mute this very temporarily, and then I'm going to slow motion it. Phil is milking an invisible cock. Because that's definitely not how you play a fucking flute, I'll tell you that. So to me, it's like he's got a fucking invisible cock in front of his face. That's just how I see that shit. It's like, what the fuck, that's definitely not fucking playing a flute. Trying to pretend to be a fucking Pied Piper or Hamlin. Fuck off, Phil.
I'm not shitting you. People used to say this about me.
Oops.
This is all real. Okay? Okay. I received a $10 tip from the villain, who says, "Thank you so much. You brighten my day, especially after work. I'm feeling stressed out and depressed. Any advice would help." For me, and I know this is tough for a lot of people depending on your job. If your job is a very stressful one, you got to find a way to turn it off. You know what I mean? Like, for me, at my office job, I would work an exorbitant amount of hours, but as soon as I got home, I made it a rule that was it. The job turns off, and now it's time for me to do other things in my life. So that way, at least, I can have an unplugging from the stress of that job. I know, sadly, for some jobs, you can't do that, and that's not good. Even for me, that boundary that I set eventually changed. They eventually gave me a fucking laptop and told me, when you're backed up at work and you can't get the job done on the clock at work, you go home and you work for free from home. I'm not kidding you. I had a laptop for 2 years where I was told, do your work from home for free. You're not going to get paid for it, but you need to get it done. This was...
Phil, you know what that tells me? That tells me you weren't that fucking good at a fucking job, so much so that they fucking invested in a goddamn laptop to try and help make sure you got the fucking job done. You couldn't do what you were fucking paid to do, so they fucking tried to make sure you could still do, finish your goddamn work anyway. Fuck giving you overtime that you fucking didn't earn because you couldn't do your fucking job in the appropriate fucking time. But to me, that's what it fucking says anyway. To me, that's why they fucking gave you a goddamn laptop, and that's why you're fucking saying you're fucking going to do it. You're going to finish your goddamn work without getting fucking paid for it because you're fucking paid to do this fucking job. You're not fucking doing the goddamn job in fucking time. Here's a goddamn laptop. Make sure you fucking finish it, or else there's going to be fucking problems. And then what fucking happened? They got rid of your fucking ass. They fucking fired your ass because you couldn't fucking do the goddamn job properly. Mr. I turned the fucking whole company around. Mr. I got some sort of fucking certificate because I done so amazing. Mr. This company fucking done so great with me because I fucking spearheaded and changed all sorts of fucking things behind the fucking scenes. You were fucking so fucking useless at that fucking role that you only had in the fucking first place because your daddy got you that fucking job.
When I was doing that continuous improvement work and fixing everything at the company, I then had to come home and do hours of work for free after the fact for the other job that I was doing. I was doing 2 jobs at once, and I wasn't getting paid for it. What a nice company, huh? Anyway. Okay, guys, I would love to keep going. People are asking me more questions. We've already gone over our allotted time for the podcast. As we play Pokemon today, as you know, this game is an open world roaming game. It's ample opportunity for you to ask me these questions. If you could ask me these questions during the stream, I will answer them for you, but let's hold them for now because I need to end the podcast. We need to get started with Pokemon, okay? Thank you all. I mean, holy crap. Thank you all. What a supportive stream. We haven't even started yet.
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Meth Bear for the tip. He says that Pikachu hat looks like he's wearing baggy used condom on his head. There's a nasty fucking mental image I did not need to fucking have there. I guess that's why Phil was wearing fucking glasses to fucking protect his eyes from the baggy used condom. Fucking vile. But thank you very much, Mepper, for the tip. I do appreciate it. But yeah, your tips are also so fucking graphic. I mean, let me scroll down my wee fucking bar because wasn't your last tip as well quite fucking graphic? Now think about it. Hang on, what was he said? Give me a second. Yeah, I'm just scrolling down. There it is. To be fair, it wasn't actually that graphic. You're talking about how the world is dangerous and dark because of riots, BLM, and the B people in BLM is like fucking pretending Phil's fucking terrified to go out in fucking Seattle to eat, so he gets DoorDash. And he uses, yeah, okay. I could have sworn one of your last tips before it was also quite graphic, but there you go. Thank you very much, Mepper, for the tip. It does, I mean, it looks ridiculous. He looks so fucking, this is not a good look for you. I mean, what the fuck is this, Phil? And a reminder, he got this hat, I believe, from a Loot Crate. This was a Loot Crate hat, I think. So he didn't even fucking buy this fucking hat, he got his shit for free from fucking Loot Crate. Which he fucking then got dropped from because he was shite at showing Loot Crate.
We need to get started with Pokemon, okay? Thank you all. I mean, holy crap, thank you all. What a supportive stream. We haven't even started yet. Thank you very much for all the support. I appreciate this very much. Happy holidays to all of you. And,
I wonder what he's going to fucking press. I wonder why he leaned over specifically just as he was ending the podcast. I wonder what it is he's about to fucking show on screen.
what's that over there?
Fucking cunt. You cunt and fucking cunt. Fucking arsehole. And so on. And it's still playing. Usually I fucking fast forward this, but I thought it wouldn't be so long. Yesterday it wasn't that long.
Okay, let's get set up here. Let's adjust the camera. My nose is screwed up. I think I am going to take an allergy pill. My whole left sinus is still swollen. I don't know why. I don't know what triggered it today.
I think I know how to fix that. Let me punch you in the fucking nose. That'll make it feel much better.
It hasn't really been bad in a while, and all of a sudden it's like completely congested. So I'm thinking I should take a pill and maybe it'll clear up over the stream rather than me just suffering, right? I received a $6.66 tip from Dan the Man, who says, "Hey Phil, what's going on, Dan the Man? How are you? Happy holidays. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the tip." Oh my god, that was disgusting. I'm sorry. I hope you're ready to chill in Pokemon, which we're going to start momentarily here. It's going to be a nice, interactive, and very chill stream, right?
If I could
Very nice. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm not going to monetize you.
Hooray! Hooray! We got the new one. Monetize you. We got the fucking brand new one. That is another bingo. That is another bingo, guys. Fucking yeah, I fucking said to you guys he'd fucking say it. Let me fucking go. And he burped as well, so this is the thing, I'm not used to tracking burps, so this is fucking new thing for me. Really confused. So, yeah, so I keep missing burps, so my bad. We need Phil to say unique and addition.
You. What I'm going to do is run downstairs, and I'm going to take an allergy pill for my nose, and I'm also going to use the restroom. So I'll be back within just a couple of minutes here. I'm not going to monetize you. All I'm going to do is mute my mic, run, go do these things, come right back, and then we're going to jump into Pokemon. Fair enough? Sound good? All right. I'll be right back, and I'll see you in a second for Pokemon. Cool.
I love how he didn't even take off the hat. It looks like he's just gonna he's gonna keep wearing it. He's gonna run through his house looking like that. God, I hope a neighbour looks through the fucking window at the right fucking time and sees that shit. But I'm gonna just, I'll say, fast forward it until Phil gets fucking back. Don't worry, guys. I've got a good feeling that we're gonna fucking win this bingo today. Hold on. He's gonna wait for so long. It's fucking, you know, Nintendo's gonna fucking
Okay.
sleep. Well, there we go. He's back.
Okay, everybody. You ready? I'm here. By the way, it stopped snowing entirely outside. I think we're done. Let me double check. That might be it. We might have just went through the weather and now... Yeah, we're done. That's it. No more precipitation all day. And no precipitation tomorrow.
Oh, you trust the fucking weather now, do you, Phil? Do you fucking trust the weather all of a sudden? You didn't fucking trust it earlier on at the start of the fucking stream. You said there are fucking morons and that shit. I didn't know what they were talking about. I love how Phil thinks the fucking weather is for like his fucking exact area in the world. I said, oh, here's a vague forecast for this kind of area within like several fucking miles. And Phil's like, this is wrong. I didn't get all that. No, so okay, we weren't exactly totally accurate for you, Phil, but aye, we did the fucking best we could with the fucking data we had. Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully Phil will be able to have his day off tomorrow and the snow won't ruin it. I would feel terrible if Phil couldn't enjoy his day off tomorrow because of the snow. Don't know why I'm talking like this. Anyway.
So it looks to me like we just got through our snow and we're done. So there's like an inch and a half outside. It'll probably be gone by tomorrow. So that was our 1 to 7 inches. How exciting.
I mean, technically, they were right. It was between 1 and 7 inches of snow. 1.5 fits those parameters. So stop your bitching.
Okay. Durin says, it says gifted memberships aren't available on your channel when I click on the link. Is it set up correctly? It is. However, Durin, gifted memberships are not available everywhere. It depends on where you live and what region you're in. It also depends on the type of channel you have. So, for example, if you're on a branded channel, you can't do them. Okay? There's all kinds of stuff. All right? But there's all kinds of things that are different criteria. But no, they are available here. We just had someone who did the one yesterday, actually. Yeah, it should be fine. But there's just a million different criteria. Seriously, there's like a ridiculous different amounts of them. And I don't know what they are. You know, as of now, yeah, I don't see anything. There's nothing here saying anything wrong with memberships. You know, everything's fine. But... Oh, there you go. He says, technically, I think I have a branded channel because I didn't want to use my real name. That would do it. If you have a branded channel, branded channels are apparently not eligible for gifted memberships, and therefore it wouldn't even work if you tried to do it.
see, my channel's branded. I'm pretty certain my channel's a fucking branded channel, so this kind of thing, like every time I'm like I'm on That Being Said or fucking Raven stream, it's like sometimes there'll be like I can't become a member. At least it's not as far as I'm aware, because or can't be eligible to get a free membership. You know, I can't be eligible for a free membership anyway because I have a branded account. I don't even know if I could become a member. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I've not tried it. Maybe I should. I should test it or something. But yeah, but it's one of those things. Yeah. We're very close to a full house, and Phil is still reading contributions, so we're still in the game.
I know, it's very complicated. It would be nice if you two could, like, streamline the process. Okay, so, let's see here. Sherry92 says, has Sylveon been named? No, we don't have a Sylveon yet. We haven't found one. So because we don't have one, no one named one. You know, we'd have to find one first. But no, there is no named Sylveon in the playthrough. The cat did a super chat saying Pokemon graphics is like doo-doo. What are your thoughts? I do think that the doo-doo... Wait. I do think that the doo-doo graphics look like doo-doo. That's the one shortcoming of the game. Everything else is good in the game. It's really the graphics that suck. I think everyone agrees. It's got some of the best gameplay elements of a Pokemon game ever, and the graphics are complete doo-doo. So I agree with you. Okay. All right, Pokemon Scarlet. Yes, I know. You need 999 Gimme Ghoul coins to evolve the Gimme Ghoul. I'm aware of this. We're working on it. I don't think we have that many yet. We'll have to check. Okay. Everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet.
Okay, Phil is now recording for YouTube. However, there's more to it. We had 5 burps. Actually, we had 6 burps. That is worth, in my opinion, 10 snorts each. So that way, you know, I was always going to fucking say today's a full house. I don't fucking care. Phil, fuck you. Today's been a good day. That's what I'm saying, especially with D-Dog. D-Dog fucking gave like a fucking huge fucking super chat at the start of the fucking stream. Fuck this. Phil's been an annoying dick for me all fucking day. This entire fucking podcast, Phil's been an absolute fucking arsehole. So you know what? Fuck it. It's Christmas. We're close enough. We're one away the other day, for fuck's sake, you know. Fuck it. Bingo. My early Christmas present, just come on, that's something. Christmas present to fucking, you know, you guys. Bingo. Fuck Phil. I'm not gonna fucking let him ruin bingo for us. We win. So, there you go.
Only one left.
Phil has got $140 so far in case you're curious. But, fuck Phil. And fuck that. So, we're done. Let's see, what do we need to do? We need, fuck's sake, this is going to be, this is going to be annoying now, because I forgot how fiddly this fucking process was. Give me a second here. Oh, I got a random, Jesus Christ, I just seen Prophet's picture. Prophet showed me a picture of Edmonton right now. It's like a mountain of fucking snow. Minus 40 degrees Celsius in Edmonton, and it's a fucking picture of like fucking blizzard snot shit. Jesus man. Sorry, hang on. So, anyway, right, we need to, hold on, let me think. So, we've got a full house, everyone, so everyone's in chat, fucking congratulations, you're eligible for, you know, bingo. Hey, that being said, it just turned up fucking today. Give me a second here. Picking a winner's always a fucking fiddly bastard process. Got the wheel of names here, got the wheel of fucking names. Oh, I need to fucking, hang on. Give me a second here. So, let me click on participants and copy and paste all you bastards in the chat. Now, I know it's not going to be all of you, because it, you know, for whatever reason, it doesn't show you every single person in your chat, it's just randomly. But, this is everyone I've got so far. There we go. Hold on. So here we go. I need to remove my name because fuck me. I'm not fucking going to win one prize. Need to add Dashi. Dashi went away, of course, because I got a bit late for him. So who's not on this list? It should be on this fucking list. Who can you not see a name here? Everyone don't type too fast so I can fucking keep up with this shit, you know. Hang on a second. I need to make sure I don't miss anyone out. Pam Solo, I see is typing in chat, but I know here, so there they go, they're fucking there. Anton, they're there, fucking hurry for them. Heinz, are you fucking there? Right, no, you're not there, hi. There you are, fucking hurry. Tystan, are you fucking here? Yeah, you are, fucking hurry for that. MRC Midnight, are you here? No, you're no, fucking MRC Midnight. There you go, fucking hurry for that. Heather, are you there? Aye, you are, sadly. There you go. Prophet, are you here? No, you're not. Let me fucking throw Prophet now. I'm trying to think who else we can add in here. Meth Bear is here, that's fucking good. I'm gonna add people from earlier on as well. If I can, you know, like Black Mage for example. I don't know if he's still here, but he should be on the list anyway because, you know, he's always fucking, you know, supporting everything, you know what I mean, so it's good. Same for like Logan K. Logan K. He was here earlier on. D-Dog's name is there, fucking hooray for that, good stuff. Kyle Denson, are you on the list? No, you're not. Well, you are now. As I said, if you don't see a name on this list, let me know and I will add you before we spin this wheel. Sifu Magoo, there you go. There's your fucking name there. Cridge, I've never seen your name before in my life, but there you go. You're on the list. Evil ADR, you're on the list. Fantastic. War Dog, are you on the list? Yes, you. Oh, you are now. Hang on, War Dog. There you go. Your full title, sir. Wardog Leader, the King of Suffering. Little Shadow says they're not there, well you will be in a second, pal. Give me a second. Little Shadow EX, there you go. Fucking EX, oh, for fuck's sake, EX, there you go. Who else? Blah 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 blah. Can I get Titans? Fuck off your sort accounts. Lord Snark. I'm just gonna type Lord Snark. It's quicker than fucking adding everything. Snark. Hang on, Jonathan J. Hold on. There's so many. Why does YouTube not include all these fucking names? You click on participants and it gives you like fucking 5% of them. Who's this one? Johnny. There's like fucking 2 different Johnnies, isn't there? Johnny be good. Jonathan J. Oh, that's what it is. It's going to take longer than the fucking podcast. Jonathan J and Jonathan Chase, it doesn't... it's in the order. Oh, for fuck's sake. This person begins with... It doesn't really matter what order it's in. It's just easier for me to fucking do it this way for now, just so I can see who's there not... Hang on, I'm just going to type in this. Instead of just typing in your name as it is on YouTube, in like word form, I'm just going to type in that number. Jeffrey Walsh, you're on all this good stuff. You're on there now, $110.09. I just typed your name as a number because I couldn't be arsed typing your name as fucking everything else. Chisel's not there. Okay, 2 seconds. I'm saying, I'm not going to spin straight away. Calm your ham. Chisel, Warren, you here? Yes, you are. Toss Salad, you're not here yet, so I'll change that. Who else is here sometimes but not always here, but they should still be here? Give me a second. Barrett Wells. Let me throw Barrett Wells in here. So potential winners might not be here, but I just want to make sure they're included. We've not had a bingo for a while. Man, some of these fucking names I've never seen in my life, but I'm adding to this fucking thing. Francesco Ramos, that's a fucking great suggestion, of course. Francesco. I'll just type in Francesco. I don't think there's like other Francescos other than what's San. Lunar Guardian, that's a fucking good one as well. Lunar Guardian. So give me a second, guys, just to kind of make sure I don't miss out any of the kind of regulars, you know. I don't want to fucking skip them. Hold on a second. Who else is there? Yami Jackie. They're very bottom list because of, you know, alphabetical order, not shit. Yami Jackie. Also, I know of one called Stuart Gascoigne. Stuart Gascoigne, also a good guy. Does some contributions sometimes. I think I'm going to throw in Yusuf in there as well. Yusuf had a very generous super chat the other day. The super thanks, sorry, I'm on a video that I highlighted. I'm just wanting to make sure I don't miss anyone out. This is the thing. Is there anyone on this list that's sometimes here but not always here? I don't want to exclude anyone because I'm not able to make a stream right now because maybe it's too fucking late or something. Like, sometimes there's people who can make a start of a stream but not the end of the stream. I don't want them to miss out because they're never here for when fucking bingo wins. You know, so it's like, I just want to make sure I don't miss out any bastards. I mean, fuck it, I might as well add in fucking pieces sometimes here, so there we go, and I fucking throw in Raven's Dolphin as well. They're here sometimes as well. And Anne was here earlier as well, fuck, of course. I gave him a wrench. Don't know, fucking, I'm on 1-7, fuck it. Clyde Dale, you are here, yeah, you're here. Dreaded End, you're here. D-Dog is there, hey, Derek, fuck, I'm not giving Derek a fucking space, fuck off. SCP, so the good suggestion, Conroy. There we go. I think there is somebody, hang on. I'm just kind of using my fucking, like, wee board here. Iolo Lacrasse. There we go. Good stuff. Klaus Mystery as well. They fucking, yeah. Okay, I'm nearly done with my names, guys. I'm nearly done. Klaus Misery. Now, Klaus Mystery. And Barrett Wells, we got Warren already, whatever. I'm just kind of reading through these things. Aish Yamamoto. I think they've won before. I'm going to add him again anyway because it's only fair. We have 84 different names so far. Is there anyone else? Lord Snark. Yeah, I got Lord Snark in here, I'm pretty sure. I could have sworn I added Lord Snark. Did I type it somewhere different? I could have sworn I typed in... I'm sure I typed Snark. There it is, yeah. There you go. Lord Snark, I already got. I'm not adding DSP. I'm not adding King of Hate Vlogs. Man, these are just random fucking people you name it. Yeah, I got so yeah. So I think I'll be happy with this list, guys. I mean, we've not. I don't. As I said, I want to make sure I got everyone here, and also there's people that don't always make the streams at the end. Like Player named. I've not got you, I think, have I? You just turned up. Fucking way to sneak in at the last fucking second, pal. You just made the fucking list right at the very last fucking second. Okay. I'm not having super blind, man. Get the fuck. Right, okay. Are we all happy with this list? There's nobody I've missed out or whatever. Everyone that kind of should be here, you know, you're not missing. Like, nobody here is missing from the list here. This is like the whole thing here. If you cannot see your name on this list and you want it on, let me know now. Just to let me know. Who the fuck's this? No offence to you, but I've never heard of you in my life, but I just seen your name pop up on stream, so I'm going to add you. Well done, Chris. David Riley, you're on us, good pal. Oh my fucking, I'm going to add you anyway because you're honest. Dale you Nave. Don't add, you don't need to add me, but just because you're so honest, I'll add you anyway. Gravekipper, you are honest, I argue stuff. Guys, I'm ready. I'm gonna shuffle it about now. I'm going to do a shuffle now. If we're all done, if all names are happy to be, you know, you're happy with this list, we have 87 different names on the fucking list. Oops, scrolled in too far. Are we all happy? Are we all good? We're all sorted? We're all fucking happy as Larry? No one's missing. Ian, oh aye, fuck, Warren, that's a good shout as well. Ian Sorare, fucking my fellow Scotsman as well. Ian Sorare, with a fucking St. Johnson badge for his fucking badge. Tommy, did I add you? No, I didn't. Isn't there also like Tommy, I'm fucking tongue twister. Isn't there a different like Tony or Tony? I've got you, Tommy, just there, but isn't there somebody with a similar name to you that is also here sometimes? Called Tom Tony. Yeah. Okay, I will add Tom Tony as well then. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. By the way, it doesn't matter where you are on this wheel, by the way, because I'm going to shuffle it about and it's going to fucking change places. I just want to make sure everyone's on the fucking wheel before I fucking start shuffling and then spinning. So, wee reminder. It is Christmas. I'm not adding John Rambo, fuck the fuck off. Actually, are you on this list, Jeffrey Walsh? Just make sure. Yeah, I think it's a scientist, I don't, yeah. Right, okay, I think it's time. Oh, for fuck's sake, hang on. It says that every time I look at chat, there's somebody new to fucking add. Joker Bunny. Oh, fine, there we go. Every time I look at chat, there's some fucking name I've never seen before saying, hey, I love the bingo, get a wheel. No. Okay, are we good now? I'm going to start shuffling in 3, 2... I've already added you now, Joker Bunny, don't worry about it. It probably won't land on you anyway. It's like 91 different names on here, so the odds of you landing on you is quite slim. Tommy, I did add your name. It's right fucking there. See it? It's right there. You're there, honestly. I typed it myself. Oh, you saw me type it. Okay. Right. I'm going to spin the wheel now. Actually, I'm going to shuffle the wheel now, first of all. Shuffling. So everyone's fucking going all over the fucking place. There we fucking go. Everyone's getting all shuffled about. I'm going to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. The winner gets a prize. Normally, this prize is a £25 bingo prize. Because it is bingo, I am doing 50. And I didn't even announce that at the start of the stream. I just thought, you know what, it's bingo, it's Christmas, whoever wins, 50 quid to you, if you want it in some sort of capacity. Whether you want it PayPal to you, or whether you want some sort of gift voucher, we can try and work something out. We'll see, or even if you want to just fucking give it to charity, because the last couple of times we gave it to charity, but it's up to you guys, there's no fucking pressure on that at all. People can do whatever they want with their money. Azonic! You son of a bitch, every time I fucking hang on, Azonic. Azonic is a regular, to be fair, you know what I mean? I don't... There we go, Azonic's... Fucking hell. Fucking Azonic, I can put... There we go. There we go, so, okay, fuck it. There's no more... I'm not going to add any more. We've got fucking 92 different names on this fucking list. I'm going to shuffle a bit, and then... It's okay, I don't like the idea of missing anyone out, especially with the fucking regulars, to be fair, you know what I mean? So there we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ, hang on. Damn it. I don't think Dayglow Hour is on this list. Now, okay, that's the last one I'm adding. That is the last one I am adding. I actually just fucking want to stop staring at chat, because every time I stare at chat, the fucking new name it pops up going, hey, look at the bingo, it's my name on there. Alright, okay, no more. I am going to start spinning in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is it. Whoever it lands on has won 50 quid. Sausage in the Mirror. What a funky name. Congratulations to Sausage in the Mirror. Please get in touch with me well, first of all, what would you like? Would you like me to PayPal you money as your prize, or would you like me to do something different with the money? If you do want me to PayPal you the money, email me. My email is kingjadvcmp@gmail.com with proof of who you are. You know, you're basically YouTube. Basically, it is you actually. That's why I make sure the person emailing me is actually a person with that YouTube account, because some people do try and sneakily do things before. Yeah, Anne was really close to winning that, wasn't he? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as I say, like in the past, I've just people usually just emailed me like just wee screenshot of their fucking of their YouTube, just to prove it is their fucking YouTube, and then we just sort out a prize, and then we can do whatever. But yeah, congratulations to Sausage in the Mirror for your victory. And that being said, I hope that Sausage looks a bit bigger in the mirror today. Jesus Christ. Vile, vulgar, and there we go. Guys, we have a winner for Bingo. Thank you very much for joining us on DSP Bingo for some robust, meaningful content as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Sausage in the Mirror has been the latest winner of DSP Bingo, and they will get a prize to them in some capacity. We'll decide that behind the scenes, I guess, or whatever they want exactly. But either way, though, it could have been any one of you. It could have been any one of you, but alas, it was Sausage in the Mirror. It was very close to land on an ad. It was very nearly won. It was not anywhere near fucking Heinz. I'm sorry, pal. Pixar Animations, oh fuck, man. I forgot to add Pixar Animations. I'm fucking. We're going to end the bingo, but before we end the bingo, we're going to end it how we always end it. Speaking of Pixar Animations, we're going to end it with his incredible quality content. He made an incredible wee video a while ago, Notorious PIG Contributions. And by the way, a wee reminder for Pixar Animations, last time he went and posted something on his channel, it was a community post, where he said, I'll just show you guys. Oh, it's a brand new message. He's back. New PC's up and running, nice and fast. Big shout out to Ditch Wizard for the behind the scenes stylist now to get his fantastic news, Pixar Animations. I was just about to say there as well, you know what I mean? How you got your old PC was like basically died and all that shit, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you can still fucking support Pixar with super thanks and all that shit, which I did before. I gave for this video, I fucking love his video, so naturally I gave a super thanks just because of the amount of times I fucking play it. I think I'm responsible for about 7,000 of these fucking views, but there you go. Guys, I'm going to end things, I always end things. Pixar Animations, amazing me video, Notorious PIG Contributions. Thank you. Don't fucking play automatically, you fucking dick. I wasn't ready, I'm just fucking making you full screen. But guys, thank you very much for joining us on DSP Bingo. I do appreciate everyone joining as well. D-Dog with a massive super chat at the start of the stream. That was incredibly generous of you, and everyone else as well for the contributions. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll be back on Thursday for some more DSP Bingo. Phil is off tomorrow. It's Phil's day off, so we all get a day off from this, meaningful content that we all endure. But that being said, we'll likely be live tomorrow doing their show. I'm sure that'll be quite interesting and entertaining. And if I'm not too busy doing things in real life behind the scenes, I'll be sure to check out in some capacity live if possible. They're always a good laugh. But yeah, guys, thank you very much once again. You guys have been incredible, and we've got a full house bingo. I was determined to get one today through hell or high water. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, however you spend it, and yeah, hope you enjoy Phil's day off as well, and whatever you end up doing. I'll see you all Thursday for some more DSP Bingo. But until then, have a good one, guys. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.